details. Always consult your financial and tax professional.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Hey there, old Jackie boy, and I appreciate that so much. It's brought to you by our friends hanging out over at Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. They proudly represent the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Call Mark or Chris, and they'll give you a free quote. 236-6686. Sunny today, and what's going to be another good-feeling day and a string of days this week where we are again in the 70s. One day that we may get rain showers, and it's the one day that we don't want them on. You get sunshine today, 76. Sunshine Tuesday, 79. Sunshine Wednesday, and 80. We haven't had rain for a month. And on Trick or Treat Thursday, 70% chance of rain showers and thunderstorms, and a high Thursday of 76, a low of 47. Friday, mostly sunny and 63. Right now, it's 6:11 in the morning. It is 43 degrees on this Monday, October the 28th. It is Joe Show time. Let's rock and roll, folks.
Say, look at JoJo.
Good morning to you, Danville and Boyle County. It's time for the Joe Show on 103.9 FM WHIR. All right, folks, it's Monday. It is the 28th day of the month of October, and today is National Chocolate Day. This one's for you self-entitled chocoholics. Take time today to enjoy one of the most popular desserts in the world. Whether you prefer to snack on a chocolate bar, sip on a cup of steaming hot chocolate, or smother your favorite ice cream in hot fudge, be sure to get your chocolate fix. Being that chocolate has been designated as America's favorite flavor, make sure you make it proud today. National Chocolate Day. On the Joe Show, it's also Plush Animal Lovers Day. The objective of today is simple: a day to show special attention and give a little extra loving to your favorite stuffed animal. We all have them, whether it's your favorite bear, fuzzy cat, or overpriced souvenir you won at last year's state fair. Show them all some love. Who cares what your age is? Today's the perfect opportunity to pack your favorite stuffed loved one along with you wherever you go. Today is Stuffed Animal Day or Plush Animal Lovers Day. It is also National Chocolate Day on this Monday, the 28th day of the month of October, here on The Joe Show. 859-238-WHIR is the phone number to call in this morning, 238-9447. We start you off honoring America with the playing of our national anthem.
The Bob Allen Motor Mall and Hometown Radio Network proudly honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Bob Allen Motor Mall Hometown Radio Network teaming up every morning to honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Again, our phone number this morning to call in is 859-238-WHIR. That's 238-9447. And we'd love to have you right here on the radio at this time. Birthdays on this Monday, the 28th day of the month of October looks like this. Happy birthday to Stephen Klein, Donnie Roberts, Ty Becknell, Ricky Gay, Matt Overing, Lindsey Creech, Bobby Johnson, Patrick Montgomery, Rachel Ham, and Rebecca Peterson celebrate birthdays today. Yep, there you go. Again, birthdays look like this. Stephen Klein, Donnie Roberts, Ty Becknell, Ricky Gay, Matt Overing, Lindsey Creech, Bobby Johnson, Patrick Montgomery, Rachel Ham, and Rebecca Peterson. 859-238-WHIR to get your birthdays and your anniversaries on the radio this morning. There you go. 238 WHIR. It's a Monday. It's the 28th day of the month of October. That's 102824 on your calendar. Typical Monday morning show that we have lined up for you. First guest is on here this morning at 7:10 as Boyle County head football coach Justin Haddix joins the show, and the Rebels have won their 29th consecutive game after a big-time easy win over Wayne County on Friday night. And we'll talk with Coach Haddix about that this morning at 7:10. 7:20, Danville head coach Frank Parks joins the show. Admirals traveled to Breathitt County on Friday and took on the Bobcats, and we'll talk about that game. It was a 50-0 Breathitt County win, and Coach Parks will be on here at 7:20 this morning. 7:40, County Agents Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. I believe that it is Garrett County week this week, which means Jay Hetmansberger joins the show, and we'll have Jay on here this morning at 7:40. 7:50, Jeff Jewell, Danville Boyle County Chamber of Commerce, is on the show. We'll see what's going on with Jeff this morning. That'll be at 7:50. And the 8 o'clock in the morning hour this morning, 8:10, we have Ruby Klein Eaton, the runner's mom, and more. And she'll be talking about upcoming races, 5Ks, 10Ks, marathons, things of that nature. That'll be at 8:10 this morning. In the 9 o'clock in the morning hour, 9:10, it's a Medicare Monday. Clark Hanna will join the show, and we'll see what's going on with Clark and the world of Medicare. That'll be at 7:10 this morning. And at 9:10 this morning. And at 9:20 this morning, Ben Garant, or 9:30, I should say, Ben Garant joins the show for a Gathering Place Senior Activity Center and Adult Day Health Care Center. That's the rundown of today's show. We'd love to have you on. Again, our phone number this morning, 859-238-WHIR, 238-9447, to be a part of the Joe Show this morning. Chilly, 42 degrees this morning. So get a jacket on, warm the car up. Let's get the rocking and rolling on this Monday. Sports comes up next. The Commanders win on a Hail Mary. Tyler Reddick moves on in the NASCAR playoffs. Tua Tagovailoa returns from a concussion. Those are the headlines on this Monday morning. I'm Joe Mathis, guiding you through these Monday morning sports, starting off in the NFL, where this Sunday began with a prayer that Jaden Daniels would play. It ended with him offering a Hail Mary. Both were answered as the Commanders miraculously defeated the Chicago Bears 18-15 in a game for which Daniels' status was uncertain until less than 2 hours before kickoff. With Washington trailing by 3 as time expired after the snap, Daniels avoided the Bears' three-man pass rush in the final play of the game. He drifted far behind the line of scrimmage, which was near midfield at the Commanders' own 48-yard line. As he bought time for his receivers to dart to the opposite end zone, Daniels zigged and zagged and stepped back near the 35-yard line. The rookie unleashed a pass that traveled about 65 yards in the air. The ball was tipped by Bears quarterback Tyreek Stevenson and then found the hands of Commanders wideout Noah Brown, who was was standing alone behind the scrum in the end zone. Quote, "It was just like we practiced it. It felt like it was going in slow motion," wide receiver Terry McLaurin said. Quote, "Honestly, that ball fell right into Noah's arms. I don't think I've seen a Hail Mary fall that perfectly off the tip drill." 18-15 Commanders over the Bears. In NASCAR news, Tyler Reddick's pass for the win Sunday was the move championships are made of. Reddick charged past leader Ryan Blaney in the final turn during a 7-lap shootout to win Sunday's Straight Talk Wireless 400 at Homestead Miami Speedway in Homestead, Florida, and grab a spot in the NASCAR Cup Series championship race in 2 weeks. Following a caution flag for Kyle Larson's spin 4 laps after leader Reddick pitted, the final restart featured Reddick on 2-lap older tires and Blaney on the front row. Restarting on that point, Reddick fell back but blew by Denny Hamlin on the final lap and then blew by Blaney on the 1.5-mile speedway to win for the third time this season by 0.241 seconds. The 2311 racing driver led 97 laps. In Major League Baseball, World Series Game 3 is tonight, and if Shohei Ohtani can handle the pain, he will play in Game 3. Manager Dave Roberts said Sunday night at Yankee Stadium that he expects Ohtani to play tonight in Game 3. If the slugger can tolerate the discomfort 2 days after suffering a left shoulder subluxation in Game 2 on Saturday evening. If Ohtani feels good enough to go, I see no reason why I won't be in there, Roberts said. Ohtani flew separately from the team and was due to arrive in New York yesterday after undergoing tests on his shoulder in Los Angeles. And scores from around the NFL yesterday. Winners were Arizona, the Atlanta Falcons. The Cleveland Browns beat the Ravens 29-24. Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, New England, Philadelphia, Buffalo, the Chargers, the Broncos, the Chiefs, the Commanders, and last night in Sunday Night Football, the Niners over the Cowboys. Those are the headlines on this Monday morning. I'm Joe Mathis for the Hometown Radio Network.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? With a wide range of products and services, we are here to provide you friendly, expert service for all of your banking needs. This is Rita McIntyre. I'm the relationship banker for Boyle, Garrett, and Mercer counties. As part of your community, we are committed to building solid, long-term relationships. Call me at 859-733-4963. Let us show you what uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
This is Casey McCoy, your Bull County Clerk. With Election Day approaching, I would like to remind everyone of 3-day early voting, a safe and secure way to cast your vote. Early voting October 31st through Saturday, November 2nd from 8 to 4 at the showroom on Lebanon Road in Danville.
This Joe Show Weather Report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends. They are hanging out over at the Big Deals online store. Go to hometownlive.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big-time discounts. Up to 50% every single day. Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net, and our Big Deals store. Sunshine through mid-morning and becoming mostly cloudy. A high of 76. A low tonight 56. Sunshine tomorrow. A high of 79. Wednesday, sunshine and a high of 80. And again, we haven't had rain in a month, and the best chance of rain looks like it's going to happen on Thursday. Yep, Trick or Treat Thursday, where you get about a 60 to 70% chance of rain showers. Right now it's 6:24 in the morning, 42 degrees right here in Danville as we celebrate birthdays, celebrity birthdays, on this Monday, the 28th day of the month of October. Cue up the music, please. Let's celebrate some birthdays, those famous people having famous birthdays on this famous day. And here we go, starting off on this date out west in Hollywood, 55 years ago, where Julia Roberts was born. Actress known for her roles in Pretty Woman, Erin Brockovich, My Best Friend's Wedding, Ticket to Paradise, Runaway Bride, Notting Hill, Venice Back, and Eat, Pray, Love. Julia Roberts, 55 years old today. 48 years old today for actor Joaquin Phoenix. He was in the movies Gladiator, Two Lovers, Walk the Line, Joker, and Her. Here's a clip of Phoenix talking about the movie Joker Folie à Deux, the second Joker movie. 48 years old today for Joaquin Phoenix.
We both felt like there was more to explore with the character. It became obvious that we wanted it to feel spontaneous, off the cuff, and dirty. We didn't want it to be like anything you'd ever really seen.
Yeah, 48 years old today for Joaquin Phoenix. Other birthdays today include Caitlyn Jenner, who's 73, reality star and former Olympian in the 1976 Summer Olympics in Montreal. Jenner won a gold medal and broke a world record, scoring 8,634 points in the decathlon. Caitlyn Jenner is 73 years old today. Bill Gates is 67. In high school, Gates hacked into the school's computer system to make sure there were more girls in his classes than boys. Bill Gates is 67, the Microsoft co-founder. And the late researcher Jonas Salk, who developed the polio vaccine. Until 1957, when the Salk vaccine was introduced, polio was considered the most frightening public health problem of the post-war United States. Annual epidemics were increasingly devastating. The 1952 epidemic, for example, was the worst outbreak in the nation's history. Of the 58,000 cases reported that year, 3,100 people died. 21,000 were left with mild to disabling paralysis, with most of its victims being children. The late researcher Jonas Salk developed the polio vaccine. Born on this date, 1914, and that's what's gone on in the celebrity world on this date, October 28th.
This day in country music.
It was on this day, country music history, looking back at the year 1936 in Wilmington, North Carolina, where Charlie Daniels was born. Known for his #1 country hit, The Devil Went Down to Georgia. It was on this day, country music history, 1972 in Wheeling, West Virginia, where Brad Paisley was born, singer, songwriter, and musician. His style crosses between traditional country and southern rock. And it was on this day, country music history, in 2007, Porter Wagner died in Nashville at the age of 80 from lung cancer. And that's what's gone on this date, October the 28th, in country music history, folks. Starting off on this date, country music history in 1936, where Charlie Daniels was born.
The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind and he was willing to make a deal. When he came across this young man sewing on a fiddle and playing it hot, and the devil jumped up on a hickory stump and said, "Boy, let me tell you what."
There you go. Charlie Daniels was active as a singer since the early 1950s, was inducted into the Grand Ole Opry in January of 2008. He died in July of 2020 at the age of 83 from a hemorrhage stroke. Charlie Daniels, born on this day, 1936.
I'll take your bet you're going to regret, because I'm the best as ever been. Johnny, rosin up your bow and play your fiddle hard, cause hell's broke loose in Georgia and the devil deals the cards. And if you win, you get this shiny fiddle made of gold, but if you lose, the devil gets your soul. Opened up his case and he said, "I'll start this show."
It was on this day in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history in the year 1972 in Wheeling, West Virginia. Happy birthday today to Brad Paisley.
Have you been outside? It sure is a nice night. How about a little test drive down by the lake?
52 years old today for Brad Paisley. He scored the 2000 U.S. #1 hit We Danced, and things kind of skyrocketed for him from there. Brad Paisley celebrates his 52nd birthday. Here's another #1 called Mud on the Tires for him.
Get a little mud on the tires, cause it's a good night to be out there soaking up the moonlight.
And it was on this day, country music history, 2007, a sad day where country musician Porter Wagner died at the age of 80.
Carroll County's pointed out as kinda square. The biggest thing that happens is the county fair.
Lung cancer got him at the age of 80. Wagner helped launch the career of Dolly Parton and had his own U.S. TV show, which ran for 21 years until 1981. He signed his first record deal in 1955 and had hits including this one, Carroll County Accident, and Green Grass of Home. Porter Wagner died on this day, 2007. And that's what's gone on this day, October 28th, in country music history.
Would surely die, but she lived long.
This is is the Kentucky News Network.
A high-speed police chase in Hardin County leads to one arrest last week.
On Thursday afternoon, around 4 o'clock, a Kentucky state trooper pulled over a vehicle for speeding near Mammoth Cave on I-65 North. After the trooper approached the vehicle, 26-year-old Ja'Cory King, a resident of 8 Mile, Alabama, was asked to step out of his vehicle after the smell of marijuana was detected. After a small struggle, King returned to his car and attempted to flee. A pursuit ensued that saw King's car reach speeds over 130 miles per hour until it collided with an embankment. King then exited his vehicle with a handgun and fled into a nearby cornfield. After several hours, King was arrested without incident and was placed in the Hardin County Detention Center. He's charged with several traffic-related offenses, as well as resisting arrest and possession of marijuana. I'm Joe Lincoln.
The prosecution rested on Thursday after 4 days of testimony in the Brett Hankinson federal retrial. The former Louisville Metro police officer was one of those involved in the botched raid on Breonna Taylor's apartment in 2020. Hankinson himself is expected to testify when the trial resumes later today. This is the third trial for Hankinson after a deadlocked jury in the last federal trial and after he was acquitted on state charges. He faces up to life in prison if convicted in this case. Bike Walk BG hosting its annual night ride tonight. Riders need to meet up at 5:45 this evening at the Mellow Mushroom parking lot. Rollout is for 6. Bikers will cycle a 10-mile route along greenways, through cemeteries, and down Pumpkin Alley. Riders are encouraged to wear a costume they can bike in, but to make sure they're visible to drivers, pedestrians, and other bikers. It's also advised to have lights in the front and back of the bicycle. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Get your taste buds ready because every Wednesday, the Bread of Life Cafe in Liberty is having the ultimate barbecue feast. Indulge in a mouth-watering lineup on their buffet featuring barbecue pork, brisket, fried chicken, barbecue ribs, mac and cheese, baked beans, and potato wedges. Bring your appetite and join the Bread of Life Cafe for a finger-licking good time. The Bread of Life Cafe has been serving up good old Southern cooking since 1995. With a loaded buffet and extensive menu, fill her up with a visit to the Bread of Life Cafe, Highway 127, 5 miles north of Liberty.
If something seems too good to be true, it likely is. Hello, I'm Adam Hopkins, Security Officer at Farmers National Bank. Scam artists use tricks like prize offerings or special deals. If you aren't sure, do research online or give us a call for help.
This is the Hometown Radio Network Information Update. Bergen School Superintendent Will Bagley has announced his retirement. In a letter addressed to Bergen's Board of Education and school community, Bagley announced that he was retiring after serving as Bergen School Superintendent for the last 7.5 years and after 33 years total in public education. Bagley said during his time with the school, Bergen has accomplished quite a bit, including continuing to rank among the best Kentucky public school districts in the state, having record student enrollment, and seeing major facilities upgrades. Bagley's retirement is effective June of 2025. Nicholasville police is investigating a homicide and suicide that happened Saturday morning. They say they were called to a home on Edwards Drive where they found 20-year-old Isabella Walsh dead from 2 gunshot wounds. They identified Walsh's boyfriend, 21-year-old Willie Milford Jr., as the suspect. When police got the arrest warrant for Milford, they went to his family's home on Winter Circle, and as they approached that home, they say Milford took his own life. The investigation is ongoing into that incident. A woman from Pulaski County is behind bars after police say she hit and killed a man in an accident early Sunday morning. It happened just after midnight on US 27 and East Frog Hollow Road. KSP says that a 2014 gray Jeep Wrangler being driven by 19-year-old Eubank, Kentucky native Kaylee Dismuke was northbound on US 27 when she hit a moped being driven by 31-year-old Cincinnati native Dino Collins. Collins was ejected and was taken to the Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital where he was pronounced dead. KSP says they do believe alcohol was a contributor in that collision, and they arrested Dismuke on multiple charges. Kentucky County clerks, as well as Secretary of State Michael Adams, are preparing for massive turnouts this election. Election Day is a week from tomorrow, but absentee ballots have already been sent out. Excused in-person early voting is underway now, and non-excused early voting begins on Thursday. Just how big will this election day be? Adams says that more than 130,000 Kentucky voters requested absentee ballots. Adams says that indicates a, quote, massive turnout overall. Boyle County Clerk Casey McCoy told Hometown Radio the expectation expectation is that the turnout will be somewhere between 70 and 75%. And we have results from this weekend's state marching band finals. The semifinals were held Saturday afternoon, with the top bands advancing to the state finals later on Saturday evening. In Class 2A, Mercer County finished in 4th place, while Anderson County won the state championship in Class 4A. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Brought to you by Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Dillahay Street. Call ahead, get a free estimate. They work with insurance companies and fix water leaks, window motor repairs, hail damage, and new paintless tint repairs. Sunshine today, becoming cloudy later on. 76 is your high. A low tonight of 56. Tomorrow, sunshine and 79. Wednesday, sunshine and 80. Thursday, rain showers are likely and a high of 76. Right now, 6:36 in the morning. It is 43 degrees on this Monday, the 28th day of the month of October. 102824. Larry Vought's got Vought's Views for you today. What's up, Larry?
Vought's Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air. Featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
I'm not expecting Kentucky guard Colin Chandler to shock UK fans and also the nation the same way that Reed Shepherd did last season. I do think the 6'5" guard is going to be a more productive player than some are expecting, and think he's going to be able to do it sooner than maybe even Coach Mark Pope expected. Granted, he was a top 25 player in his high school recruiting class, but don't forget that the last 2 years he spent overseas on a church mission trip trying to help others and not working on his basketball skills at all. Chandler admits preseason conditioning work was a bit difficult at times for him. He knows he is not as fast as he can be yet. He knows he's not jumping as high as he can, even though he soared over Coach Mark Pope and his wife for a dunk at Big Blue Madness. However, Chandler knows these things are going to get better, and he also understands he's adjusting mentally to the college game.
Vought's Views will return in a moment.
Farmers and agricultural pros, Rader Auction Company is your destination for quality used farm equipment. Led by the trusted Delbert Rader for nearly 50 years, they offer 4 major yearly auctions, with the next one coming up December 20th. From tractors to combines and everything in between, Rader Auction offers a seamless, transparent buying and selling experience. Don't miss out on competitive prices and top-notch machinery. They buy and sell used farm equipment every day. Check out RaderAuction.com to learn more.
Rader Auction Company, 1010 Skyline Drive, Hopkinsville.
What I really like Florida about coach College Keller Ray Chandler Kinsley is the way he has is a former UK All-American Travis Berry is an inspiration to her players because 2 years younger in college at Kentucky and continues to do in the NBA. She also played in a 3-on-3 competition. Chandler called it a humbling experience. Florida coach said her players getting to watch someone who is living out their dreams is a daily blessing. Howard has always been on the quieter side. He's an athletic, confident, engaging as a coach who just might turn out to make her a favorite player on this year's team.
Find more from Larry at your sports edge.
I don't know what in the world happened with Larry there. Larry Vaught and Vaught's Views, double the Larry all the time on Vaught's Views. Talking over himself. Appreciate Larry Vaught. Hopefully we can get that situated for it tomorrow. But Larry Vaught and Vaught's Views. 859-238-WHIR is the phone number to call in here this morning, 238-9447. Hey, Samsonite launched a suitcase. So like the suitcase company, they now have a suitcase that they sent into space and then dropped it and let it crash land just to see if it could survive the crash landing from, like, space or whatever. And if it doesn't, then you can always get luggage insurance.
It happens time and time again. You're in the house relaxing and... Ah, what was that?
I think it was a suitcase.
That's right. A Samsonite suitcase that was launched into space falls back to Earth and crashes into your home. That's why you need luggage insurance. No matter what gets damaged by a Samsonite suitcase that was launched into space, you're covered.
We were sitting in our living room watching the World Series, and boom, a Samsonite suitcase that had been launched into space crashed through our roof and then through our floor and destroyed our pool table in the basement.
But luggage insurance paid to replace our roof, our floor, our pool table, and got us $100,000 for pain and suffering.
Because it forced me to miss Freddie Freeman's Grand Slam. Bummer. And... it's okay, we're covered. Thanks, luggage insurance.
You're welcome. Luggage insurance. Call now.
We are luggage. Here comes a suitcase from space.
Let's see what's going on in this morning's world of absolute good, folks. Are you tired of the gloom and doom that saturates your daily news? Well, of course you are, and I am right there with you. These stories remind us of the silver lining in the cloud over all of our heads. My way of sharing the good news with you, and hopefully you'll go to the same for somebody else. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up on the piano. It's Mr. Floyd Kramer. Little good news action for you on this Monday morning, and here we go. Story number one coming from Texas, where Joe and Gina Dyke, childhood friends who reconnected and fell in love in 2021, each faced significant health challenges leading up to their wedding. On the morning of their wedding day, Joe was rushed to the ER due to severe complications, leading them to marry at the Heart Hospital of Austin in a small impromptu ceremony organized by the hospital staff. Following Joe's recovery, the couple enjoyed a honeymoon and is now actively raising awareness for heart health. Heart health, participating in events like Austin Heart and Stroke Walk to support heart research and preventative care. The bride, Gina Dyke, describes the hospital staff preparing for the emergency room ceremony.
All these people descended into his ER room, and they threw a tablecloth over him to decorate the room, and they had little felt hearts that they had cut out and slapped on his monitors, and somehow at 6 o'clock in the morning they came up with a bouquet of flowers, and we got married.
There you go. Story number two coming from San Bernardino, California, where the sheriff's deputy there in San Bernardino County was recently honored for rescuing a child from an SUV stuck on a train track just moments before an oncoming train struck that vehicle. The dramatic rescue, caught on video and shared on social media, shows Deputy Michael Castaneda quickly responded to the incident in Redlands, California. For his heroic actions, he received the Meritorious Valor Award from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. And story number three coming from not New Jersey. I don't know where it comes from. Anyway, Petey Jones faced a series of devastating family losses in his early teens, including the deaths of both parents and his sister, who would have been his guardian in this case. His social studies teacher and football coach, Ryan Holdren, became a steady mentor, eventually taking Jones in and becoming his legal guardian with the support of his remaining family. Now, as Jones prepares for college and a future in nursing, the Holdren family celebrates his resilience and achievements, though they feel a bittersweet pride as he prepares to move away. The good news: a football coach takes in a player after his parents and sister died. A deputy rescues a child from an SUV stuck on a train track just before the train smashes into it. And a Texas hospital throws an emergency wedding for a couple in the ER on her wedding day. That's what's going on in this morning's world of absolute good, folks. Floyd Kramer, take us home, buddy. It's all yours. Silliness at Sunrise. Coming up next.
The future of cool, comfortable sleep is here. Introducing the new Sleep Number Climate Cool Smart Bed. The only smart bed in the world that actively cools and effortlessly adjusts to both of you. Sleep up to 15 degrees cooler on each side. It actively cools to keep you cool and comfortable throughout the night. Save on smart beds now during our fall sale, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? A man age 50 non-tobacco user can obtain $500,000 of coverage for as little as $110 per month. Level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, there are great rates available for you as well. Call Term Busters for a quote. 1-800-908-7636. You're probably paying more than you should. Call 1-800-908-7636. Remember, call Term Busters. 1-800-908-7636. Sample rate for preferred non-tobacco rate class. Exam required to qualify.
Just a note to tell you about Papa's Quick Stop, the former truck stop on Stewart's Lane in Danville's, now open 24 hours a day. You'll discover they sell only quality Shell gasoline, and they're a branded Shell gasoline store. Shell's a name you know and trust. Fleet discounts are available. Ask Thomas how you can become part of the Fleet Savings family. Be sure to ask about how to get your money-saving Papa's Rewards card that will save you 3 up to 5 cents a gallon on every fill-up. Inquire at any Papa's Quick Stop location. Papa's Quick Stop is in Danville and Stewart's Lane, now open 24 hours a day.
Hey, Boyle Countyans, it's time we talk about Boyle County's scenic beauty. So, for the love of our gorgeous county, don't let trash out of your car. Instead, give it the VIP treatment by letting it enjoy the car ride until you can dispose of it in style when you roll up to one of the Boyle County convenience centers and watch as those plastic water bottles, soda bottles, and energy drink bottles get a new lease of life through recycling.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
Lawson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. They have the reliability and durability and versatile lineup to help you do it all. Visit Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at Howard, Carpenter, Florida, Allen, and Harrisburg, specializing in discount, waterproof vinyl flooring, hardwood tile, and carpet remnants. Shop and save on all types of floor coverings. Howard, Carpenter, Flooring Outlet, 540 North College Street. Cloudy skies today. It'll start off sunny, becoming mostly cloudy. 76 the high, and 56 is your low. Sunshine tomorrow and a high of 79. Wednesday, sunshine and 80 is your high. It's 6:47 in the morning right now. It's 43 degrees on this Monday, the 28th day of the month of October. And we've got the dad joke of the day coming your way as well. It's Monday, and there's no PRN's Garage Pass, which we usually have at like 6:45. And typically I play my sports. I replay that in that segment, but my sports has been erased, so I can't do that either. So let's just skip over and get straight to the dad joke of the day. 100% hilarious. So bad they're good. Warning, these may make you cringe. It's time for everyone's 6th favorite segment right here on The Joe Show. It is the dad joke of the day.
Dad joke of the day.
Yep, dad joke of the day. I was talking with someone about this, and they said that their dad is apparently leaving them his enormous house in his will. So my friend, his dad's leaving him his enormous house in his will. He said, of course, I thank my dad. He said, you know what he replied? Don't mention it. Oh, there you go. The dad joke of the day. Brr. Mondays through Fridays, the Joe Show at this time.
Welcome to the planet of the apps.
Well, how about this? Let's exercise your brain. Let's get those synapses firing. Come on, you can do it with Deep Stash. It's the app that's like a personal knowledge gym for your brain. Deep Stash promises to replace the worn-out synapses, so to speak. Imagine scrolling through your social media, but instead of cat videos and what people had for breakfast, you're bombarded with bite-sized insights and fascinating factoids and stories that fuel your brain. It's unbelievable. Knowledge right there in an app. Once again, it's called Deep Stash. I downloaded this, and it's phenomenal. DEEPSTASH, Deep Stash, content curation, personal library, daily inspiration, learning and growth, all for your brain. 5-star rated. Get it? The micro-learning app called deep stash right here with Rick Dees and this molten magma every day. We call it the Planet of the Apps.
Thank you there, Rick Dees. The Planet of the Apps, Mondays through Fridays in the Joe Show. At this time leads us into this morning's Country Comic Spotlight today. And in the Spotlight, we have Trish Sir. Trish Sir, who is from Kentucky. She's a Kentuckian from eastern Kentucky. And she's talking about her brother being a Navy SEAL. Trish Sir in the Country Comic Spotlight. Here she is.
Yeah. My brother's precious. He is. He's stationed just south of me in Los Angeles. He's on Coronado Island, which is down by San Diego. And so he'll come up there. Isn't it beautiful? I know it's a dream down there. Bunch of gorgeous men running on a beach, just saving our lives every time they can. I love it. So he'll come up and we'll meet and we'll watch basketball together, as any good Kentuckian does, right? And so my brother comes up and we're at this sports bar in L.A. watching ball, and we're sitting there. And this little L.A. girl, honey, just comes bouncing up to him. Just, excuse me, can I have a cocktail napkin? And I'm sitting right there. I was like, I could have been his girlfriend. But I don't say anything, and I just look at her, and she's still standing there waiting. And my brother, y'all, without turning around, grabs a stack of napkins and goes, there you go. I'm waiting, she's waiting. Finally, she just bunny hopped off in defeat. She's like, that works every time. And I waited till she got out of earshot. And I said, Dave, buddy, what are you doing? That little thing's hitting on you. He goes, Trish, that's a crock of crap. When you went to take a pee, 3 other girls asked for the same thing. This place has crap customer service. That's who's keeping us safe, America. But isn't that who you want, though? I mean, he's not getting distracted by a whole lot.
Trish Sir in the Country Comic Spotlight, Rick Dees in the Planet of the Apps, and the dad joke of the day. Tom Leach taking a look at UK sports, and hopefully we're taking a look at UK basketball, because I don't want to look at the ugliness of UK football. Here's Tom Leach looking at UK sports. Serious.
A disappointing, dispiriting loss for Kentucky football to Auburn, and we'll talk about it coming up on a look at UK sports.
Let's face it, operating a farm isn't going to get any less expensive this year. That's why an operating loan from Farm Credit Mid-America is built to give you more cash back and more flexibility in how you are able to manage your funds. Learn more at fcma.com/operating and get an operating loan that pays you back. Loan subject to credit approval. Additional terms and conditions may apply. Farm Credit Mid-America is an equal opportunity lender.
Kentucky football went 0 for October after Auburn defeated the Cats 24-10 Saturday night at Kroger Field. This was Mark Stoops after the game.
I really don't have much to say. Just hit the repeat button. I think you all get tired about hearing the same thing, but it's more of the same. Need to finish drives, need to get in the end zone, need to play better in each phase of the game. Just got beat. Bottom line, we got beat. Didn't play good enough in any phase to win, and that's discouraging. But we have to respond.
Stoops even made a change at quarterback as Gavin Wimsatt played the entire second half.
Just wanted to get a good look at Gavin and see if he could help us move the ball. Well, it's never on one person, so if it's Gavin or if it's Brock, whoever it is, they can only do so much. It's a team effort. I know everybody likes to concentrate on the quarterback position, and I know it's a story. Bottom line is we're not playing winning football on the offensive side, and I'd rather that be the headline than on any one person.
Next up, Tennessee. Kickoff's been set for 7:45 Eastern. The Kentucky men's basketball team hits the court again on Tuesday night for the final of 2 preseason exhibitions. The official opener is a week from today. That's a look at UK sports.
There you go. Look at UK sports Mondays and Fridays with Tom Leach right around 6:50 in the morning on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. We'll step aside. We'll come back, and we'll see what's breaking and trending this morning on the Joe Show. We'll make a stop at Wendy's as well and grab lunch, a $5 biggie bag. Coming up next.
Take your ride to the next level in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Next level rides with next level savings. Score 1.9% financing on 2024 models like Kia Sorento, Sportage, and Forte.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Next level savings start at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
1.9% APR financing up to 48 months and $21.22 per month per thousand financed on 2024 Kia Sorento and Sportage and Forte. Not all buyers will qualify for financing. Good through Kia Financial Services. 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. See Kia.com or retailer for details. Offer expires October 31st, 2024.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? With a wide range of products and services, we are here to provide you friendly, expert service for all of your banking needs. This is Rita McIntyre. I'm the relationship banker for Boyle, Garrett, and Mercer counties. As part of your community, we are committed to building solid, long-term relationships. Call me at 859-733-4963. Let us show you what uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
This is Casey McCoy, your Boyle County Clerk. With Election Day approaching, I would like to remind everyone of 3-day early voting, a safe and secure way to cast your vote. Early voting October 31st through Saturday, November 2nd from 8 to 4 at the showroom on Lebanon Road in Danville.
We love NASCAR. Catch the races here on WHIR AM 1230.
Yeah, 6:56 in the morning, 859-238 WHIR. We're going to see what's breaking and trending here on the Joe Show this morning. If I can load up the right music here. I thought that I had loaded it up, and apparently I had not. So let's do this right here and get the music loaded up and see what's breaking and trending this morning here on the Joe Show. There we go. All right, starting off with McDonald's, where health officials say the number of E. coli cases linked to McDonald's is now up to 75. The CDC says the outbreak has impacted people in 13 states, led to 22 hospitalizations. One person died in Colorado. McDonald's removed its quarter-pounder hamburger from the menu at around 1/5 of its locations in response to the outbreak, but says it will resume sales after testing has ruled out the beef patties as the source of the outbreak. The onions served with the burgers have been identified as the E. coli source. Gen Xers have been right all along about one thing: playing in dirt and mud helps build kids' immunities. In the last few years, data on the connection between dirt play and probability of getting allergies and autoimmune diseases found that mud and dirt exposes children to microorganisms, which helps with immune training. Researchers say exposure to an array of microbes teaches a child's immune system to differentiate destructive microbes versus mild ones. Children not exposed to immune training are more likely to have oversensitive immune systems, which can lead to allergies or higher risks of viral illnesses. Dirt play also helps brain development because it's a sensory play that triggers multiple senses such as touch and smell. Hey, Snoop Dogg is living his best life and spreading joy in surprising ways. On Saturday evening, the Dog Father posted a video of him crashing a party bus on Twitter. The partiers were shocked as Snoop got them hyped up. Duke's dogs ain't nothing but a G thing was blaring through with a short interaction. Snoop hopped off after about a minute or so, leaving the riders in a great mood. Hey, 1 week from tomorrow, Americans go to the polls to choose the next president, and the two major party candidates seem to have shifted their campaigns into high gear. Vice President Kamala Harris focused her attention on the battleground state of Pennsylvania yesterday, holding a large rally at a community basketball arena, and spoke to a church in West Philadelphia, telling her supporters that if Trump wins, America will have a president who is, quote, full of grievances.
So, Philip, we have 9 days to get this done. And for the next 9 days, no one can sit on the sidelines.
Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump had a capacity crowd at Madison Square Garden in New York City, where a large list of people appeared on stage to support him. Also speaking and introducing her husband last night was former First Lady Melania Trump. One of her rare appearances during this campaign, Trump said that he and someone else have a secret that's going to help them take back control of the House.
We got to get the senators elected, because we can take the Senate pretty easily. And I think with our little secret, we're going to do really well with the House, right? Our little secret is having a big impact. He and I have a secret. We'll tell you what it is when the race is over.
There you go. Hey, a woman accused of killing her boyfriend by zipping him inside a briefcase was found guilty of second-degree murder Friday evening. Sarah Boone originally told detectives she and her boyfriend, Jorge Torres, were playing hide-and-seek when she suggested he get into a suitcase. She supposedly zipped the suitcase closed and went to bed. She was charged with murder after detectives found videos on her phone showing Torres yelling that he couldn't breathe from inside the suitcase. In one of the videos, Boone says, quote, "Yeah, that's what you do when you choke me." She's scheduled to be sentenced on December the 2nd. That's what's breaking and trending this morning here on The Joe Show, WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Top Hour News is coming right now, and we talk Boyle County football with Coach Justin Hammocks at 7:10.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 7 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Mark Mayfield. Former President Trump is continuing his push for the White House following a rally at Madison Square Garden in New York City. House Speaker Mike Johnson, Elon Musk, Melania Trump, and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. spoke at the event, along with the former president, who promised to fix what he said Kamala Harris had broken.
I'm going to let him go wild on health. I'm going to let him go wild on the food. I'm going to let him go wild on medicines.
He said he would let RFK Jr. go wild on health along with food and medicine. Comedian Tony Hinchcliffe, who goes by Kill Tony, brought controversy following a set that included insults towards Puerto Ricans, in which he said there was a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Vice President Harris is on the campaign trail, highlighting her religious background. Speaking at Philadelphia's Church of Christian Compassion on Sunday, she urged members of the congregation to exercise their right to vote.
We have the power to decide the fate of our nation for generations to come.
She went on to share stories of her childhood attending worship services in Oakland. At one point, Harris replied to what seemed to be chanting protesters, saying, "That's why we fight for our democracy." Iran's supreme leader says Israel's strikes on military targets should neither be exaggerated nor downplayed. Iran's state-run news agency IRNA reports that Ali Khamenei said exaggeration is wrong, but downplaying what they did is wrong as well. Israeli defense forces say they hit defense systems and missile manufacturing facilities in retaliation for months of continuous attacks by Iran. Khamenei did not indicate if Iran would retaliate. And health officials say the number of E. coli cases linked to McDonald's is up to 75. The CDC says the outbreak has impacted people in 13 states and led to 22 hospitalizations. One person died in Colorado. McDonald's removed its quarter pounder hamburger from the menu at around a fifth of its locations in response to the outbreak. You're listening to the latest from NBC News Radio.
Imagine your team always looking and feeling their best in high-performance technical workwear. Cintas can make it happen. They have garments for almost every job imaginable. And with the Cintas Workwear program, you get freshly laundered garments delivered every week for everyone on your team. Great garments without the bother of laundry. That's a real perk for employees. Find out how Cintas can boost team image and morale. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215.
Vice presidential nominee J.D. Vance is pushing back against comments made by former Trump officials this week in response to former White House Chief of Staff John Kelly saying Trump meets the definition of a fascist. Vance told CNN's State of the Union Trump didn't say or do the things Kelly accuses him of.
Pretty much all of what John Kelly accuses Donald Trump of saying. There were other people in the room, Mike Pence's former chief of staff, for example, who've explicitly said Donald Trump never said those things.
He went on to say Kelly's animosity towards Trump is due to disagreements over policy. This week, 13 former Trump administration officials signed a letter backing Kelly after he told the New York Times Trump expressed admiration for Adolf Hitler. This year's fall report from Visa is warning of a recent increase in digital theft. More from Scott Carr.
Visa says one of the scams involved criminals buying gift cards or other merchandise using stolen payment information. They say thieves then typically resell the merchandise or use the items or cards for illegal money transfers. And as we head into the holiday shopping season, the report says digital pickpocketing is also on the rise. That involves thieves using a mobile device they press against victims to trigger a sale payment. Such digital pickpocketing usually occurs in crowded spaces, so they advise people to remain aware of their immediate surroundings to avoid falling victim to the scam.
Playing in mud and dirt could help kids build their immune system. More from Tammy Trujillo.
Data on the connection between dirt play and the probability of getting allergies and autoimmune diseases found that mud and dirt exposes children to microorganisms which help with immune training. Researchers say exposure to an array of microbes teaches a child's immune system to differentiate destructive microbes versus mild ones. Children not exposed to immune training could have oversensitive immune systems, and that could lead to allergies or a higher risk of viral sicknesses.
Michael Kastner, NBC News.
Hey, Joe Mathis.
Yes, Radio Rick.
It's the 21st season of the Pigskin Report.
We're back Monday evenings from 6 o'clock until 7 with interviews with the head football coaches from Danville, Boyle County, Mercer County, Garrett County, Lincoln County, Center College head football coach Andy Fry, and UK head coach Mark Stoops.
We'll broadcast live from the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen.
The DQ of Harrodsburg Pigskin Report, Mondays from 6 o'clock until 7 on 103.9 FM WHIR, 99.5 FM WHBN, and HometownLive.net. Good morning to you. It's Monday. It's the 28th day of the month of October. That's 102824 on your calendar. It is a sunny day early, and then clouds up for us in the afternoon. But 76 is your high. Chance of rain showers on the one day this month we don't want rain. It hasn't rained all month long, and now we got a chance of rain coming up on Thursday, trick-or-treat night. Forecast comes your way. News comes up here first.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell Ford Mazda, and I have exciting news for you. From now until the end of the year, current Ram truck owners can get up to $10,000 off a new Ford F-150. $10,000 off a new Ford F-150. This is the first time Ford has ever offered this type of discount. Please take advantage of it. We have over 150 new Fords in stock. Stop by and see us at 225 South Danville Bypass or shop online at www.stuartpowell.com. We make it easy.
This is the Hometown Radio Network Information Update. Bergen School Superintendent Will Bagley has announced his retirement. In a letter addressed to Bergen's Board of Education and school community, Bagley announced that he was retiring after serving as Bergen School Superintendent for the last 7.5 years and after 33 years total in public education. Bagley said during his time with the school, Bergen has accomplished quite a bit, including continuing to rank among the best Kentucky public school districts in the state, having record student enrollment, and seeing major facilities upgrades. Bagley's retirement is effective June of 2025. Nicholasville police is investigating a homicide and suicide that happened Saturday morning. They say they were called to a home on Edwards Drive where they found 20-year-old Isabella Walsh dead from 2 gunshot wounds. They identified Walsh's boyfriend, 21-year-old Willie Milford Jr., as the suspect. When police got the arrest warrant for Milford, they went to his family's home on Winter Circle, and as they approached that home, they say Milford took his own life. The investigation is ongoing into that incident. A woman from Pulaski County is behind bars after police say she hit and killed a man in an accident early Sunday morning. It happened just after midnight on US 27 and East Frog Hollow Road. KSP says that a 2014 gray Jeep Wrangler being driven by 19-year-old Eubank, Kentucky native Kaylee Dismuke was northbound on US 27 when she hit a moped being driven by 31-year-old Cincinnati native Dino Collins. Collins was ejected and was taken to the Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital where he was pronounced dead. KSP says they do believe alcohol was a contributor in that collision, and they arrested Dismuke on multiple charges. Kentucky County clerks, as well as Secretary of State Michael Adams, are preparing for massive turnouts this election. Election Day is a week from tomorrow, but absentee ballots have already been sent out. Excused in-person early voting is underway now, and non-excused early voting begins on Thursday. Just how big will this election day be? Adams says that more than 130,000 Kentucky voters requested absentee ballots. Adams says that indicates a, quote, massive turnout overall. Boyle County Clerk Casey McCoy told Hometown Radio the expectation is that the turnout will be somewhere between 70 and 75%. And we have results from this weekend's state marching band finals. The semifinals were held Saturday afternoon, with the top bands advancing to the state finals later on Saturday evening. In Class 2A, Mercer County finished in 4th place, while Anderson County won the state championship in Class 4A. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
This morning's local news was a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stuartpowell.com.
Be prepared for what Mother Nature brings. Keep up to date with weather forecasts here every hour on WHIR.
The future of cool, comfortable sleep is here. Introducing the new Sleep Number Climate Cool Smart Bed. The only smart bed in the world that actively cools and effortlessly adjusts to both of you. Sleep up to 15 degrees cooler on each side. It actively cools to keep you cool and comfortable throughout the night. Save on smart beds now during our fall sale, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? A man age 50 non-tobacco user can obtain $500,000 of coverage for as little as $110 per month. Level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, there are great rates available for you as well. Call Term Busters for a quote. 1-800-908-7636. You're probably paying more than you should. Call 1-800-908-7636. Remember, call Term Busters. 1-800-908-7636. Sample rate for preferred non-tobacco rate class. Exam required to qualify.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right, Jackie Boy, it's brought to you by our friends hanging out over at the Little Sign Shop. Need a sign, a banner, or decal fast? The new owners and operators of the Little Sign Shop. They offer all types of quality signs at affordable prices, many within 24 hours. They're in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet. Call them 859-238-7391 for the Little Sign Shop. Sunshine through mid-morning, then becoming cloudy, a high of 76. A low tonight, 56. Tomorrow, sunshine and a high of 79. Wednesday, sunshine and a high near 80. Right now, it's 7:11 in the morning. It's 43 degrees on this Monday, the 28th day of the month of October. We're talking Rebel football with Boyle County head coach Justin Hannix. Brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer at 236-6686.
And we're joined by Boyle County Rebel head football coach Justin Hannix. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Doing good. How you doing this morning?
I am doing great, Coach. Appreciate you being on here this morning. 29 games in a row your Rebels have won now with a 55-0 rout of Wayne County on Friday night. And, Coach, it's hard to envision a better start to a game than to have the opposing team receive the kickoff. And by the time about 20 seconds have elapsed in the game, you all had scored and taken a 7-0 lead. Tell us about the start to that game, Coach.
Yeah, it was they took the ball, and sometimes the teams do that just to kind of keep the ball away from us. They want to go score and keep the ball away from us and keep our offense off the field. But special teams we talked about needs to be an advantage for us. And we had a kid, Lyndon Smith, a guy who starts receiver, senior, on kickoff team, goes down, gets his hand on the ball, punches it out, and ends up recovering the same ball. So, it's good for us to start off early, start off fast, and get going.
Is that, when you talk about like best starts to a game, when the other team receives the opening kickoff and you force a fumble on basically the opening kickoff and score a play or two plays later, is that about the best start you can envision because you get the ball to begin the second half at that point too, and you've scored first in the first 20 seconds?
Yeah, that's a real good start. I guess, you like to score on the first play, but you can't. So, that's as good a start as you can get.
You can knock out the fumble and then pick it up and scoop and score, I guess, on the opening kickoff for the other team. That's about it. Coach, you got a lot of the second-string guys in, and they played well when they got their chance. In fact, Jet Raleigh threw for 130 yards, a couple of scores. You had Nathaniel Shetman, who caught an 83-yard touchdown catch. 4 different Rebels caught touchdowns in the game. You had 3 different Rebels score the 4 rushing touchdowns in the game. So it was all around a team effort, even when those some of the backups got in.
Yeah, that's something we talk about a lot of, hey, when you get in, you better be ready. And, if you notice, we sub a lot in there. If they're not doing what they got to do, hey, you're out. And that competitiveness of, hey, it's my turn, I'm going to go make something happen, and you've seen it start to pay off with some of them.
Coach, over the last, let me make sure I've got this stat right, over the last 5 games, you've outscored teams. Do you know what the scoring margin is for Boyle County the last 5 games?
No idea.
250-13. You gave up 7 to Lexington Catholic. You gave up 6 to Russell County, but that's it, 250-13. What is it over the last 5 games, Coach, that's allowed you all to be so dominant? I mean, obviously you're a phenomenal team, but over the last 5 games, the numbers are almost mind-boggling.
We've talked about playing to our standard a lot of, it doesn't matter who we play or we can't control our district games. We can't control, a lot of those things, but people show up to watch us play football the way that we're supposed to play it. And, we talk about that a lot of, a lot of people sacrifice a lot of money and a lot of time to come watch us play, and they don't want to come watch us walk around. They want to come watch us play to a standard that's expected and what we hold them to, and that's why we practice. We practice to get better and put on a good show on Friday night. I mean, that's why we do it, and then in turn, if you do those things and you play to a great standard, you do what you're coached to do, the wins are going to be a byproduct of that.
Yeah, you owe it to yourself to work as hard as you can and try as hard as you can. You owe it to putting on the Boyle County jersey. There's a standard to live up to, but like you said, I mean, there's a lot of people who sacrifice that want to come watch you all play, and you owe it to them to work and play as hard as you can on Friday nights because they're there to see them play.
Yeah, I mean, and we talk about that all the time. A lot of times on away games, when we walk off the field, that's one of the things I talk about before we go back out. I said, when you walk out here, I said, look at all those people that showed up to watch you play. They showed up to watch you play a certain way, and we don't want to disappoint them. And that's what we hold them to. Hey, you're going to play it this way, and good things happen when you do that.
Boyle County head football coach Justin Haddis. Coach, what do you work on in practice as you prepare for Frederick Douglass this Friday? What's your Monday practice schedule look like?
Well, we started last night, so we got a head start on them. We're able to feed them. Our quarterback club feeds them and do that, and we get a nice run and lift, and then we start installing on what we're going to do. This is a big week, obviously, for RPI. We're playing one of the top teams in the state of Kentucky. I would venture to say they're one of the top 5 teams in the state of Kentucky. Very athletic, got a bunch of Division I signees and commits on their roster. They're going to come. They're coming to our place. We beat them at their place. They beat us last time at ours, so big-time game. It's for RPI, you look, it could possibly, if we lose this and we continue to win, we could probably maybe be on the road in round 3 and round 4. So if we continue to win, so this is going to be a big game for that, having home field advantage, and it's going to be a great challenge for us. They're very well coached and they got some good athletes. I've been lucky enough to where our schedule's worked out to watch them play twice live, and so to get there and get a good look at them, but. It's going to be a ball game, and we've got to be prepared.
When you scheduled this Frederick Douglass game, the last game of the season, were you thinking at all about RPI and the bump it could give you, or was it just that's the way the schedule worked out because you both had that open date that week?
Well, in the beginning, it was that. Just kind of we both had a note. They had somebody drop them. We couldn't get anybody, who we were playing before didn't play, and I said, well, that would be a great challenge for us because usually we've done a good job in our district, and then you play, the first couple of rounds you're playing, it was inter-district or whatever at that time, and then it went to RPI. So, we need a challenge right before, week 10 before you get in the playoffs. And, we're not going to see anybody in 4A that is athletic or as, physical as them, and it's a great challenge for us and kind of here we go to get us on the right track at going into the playoffs with it, and because you're going against a really well-coached team, you're going against a lot of great athletes, and kind of gives us a point of hey, where we're at. And it's worked out both ways. It's going to give you confidence of saying, hey, we beat them, we can beat anybody, or it's going to say, hey, in 21 or 22, hey, we got to work on some things. We can compete, we can do this, and we still got a chance to win it, but this is what we need to improve on to do that.
Yeah, 2022 they got you 37-6. Then that was the last game that you all have lost. You've won 29 straight since that point. Won the state championship that year, obviously last year as well. Coach Justin Haddix, Coach, appreciate you being on. Good luck with practice today, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow morning, okay?
All right, thank you. Go Rebels.
Yes, sir. Boyle County head coach Justin Haddix, Rebels with a win 55-0 over Wayne County on Friday. And, again, 29 wins in a row for the Rebels as they continue to roll right along. And win number 30 in a row would come for them if they can beat Frederick Douglass Friday. Good Frederick Douglass team, 6-3 in Class 6A. And what he said about the RPI is exactly right, because when you look at the Class 4A RPI, let me go back to 2024 here. I scroll back to 2022 to look at the Frederick Douglass game from that year. When you look at the Class 4A RPI this year, Paducah-Tillman number 1 at .758. Franklin County number 2 at .756. Boyle County at number 3 at .751. Now, of course, we believe the Boyle County Rebels are the best team in Class 4A. The problem is they played a St. Edward team from out of state that only gave them a .500 RPI bump. So, they're obviously very good, Boyle County is, but the RPI is not working in their favor right now. Here's the deal. Frederick Douglass is a Class 6A team. You get the extra bump for playing the higher class teams, and not only are they 6A, they're really good. Paducah-Tillman this week plays their rival, Russellville, which is a 1A team. So they go way down in class. Boyle County going way up in class, playing one of the best teams in the biggest class in the state. So we'll see how that impacts the RPI. And, obviously got to win the game first, but how that will impact the RPI if Boyle County does indeed win on Friday. And we'll see what happens with that. Going to be interesting when we wake up Saturday morning to check the RPI, which is locked once the regular season ends. The RPI does not fluctuate in the playoffs at all. 7:20 in the morning. It is 43 degrees here in Danville, and we are talking with Danville head coach Frank Parks. He's coming up next.
This Steve Bertram Sports Report is a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the Danville Bypass and online at stuartpowell.com.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell Ford Mazda, and I have exciting news for you. From now until the end of the year, current Ram truck owners can get up to $10,000 off a new Ford F-150. $10,000 off a new Ford F-150. This is the first time Ford has ever offered this type of discount. Please take advantage of it. We have over 150 new Fords in stock. Stop by and see us at 225 South Danville Bypass or shop online at www.stuartpowell.com. We make it easy.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky football came out strong Saturday night, jumping out to a 10-0 lead. Then it just died as Auburn won its first SEC game of the year 24-10. Head coach Mark Stoops benched quarterback Brock Vandegrift in favor of Gavin Wimsatt, saying he just wanted to see what he could do with the Cats. Auburn running back Jarquez Hunter had a career-high 278 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns to lead the Tigers to the win. UK is still winless in conference play at home. Kentucky visits 7th-ranked Tennessee this Saturday on Z105. Elsewhere, Center College improved to 4-0 in the SAA, defeating Southwestern on the road 38-28. Colonels are now 6-1 overall. Eastern Kentucky downed winless Utah Tech 28-17. Friday night, Louisville rallied from a 20-point deficit to win on the road at Boston College 31-27. The Cards are now 5-3 overall and 3-2 in the ACC. U of L is at number 11 Clemson this week. The high school football regular season ends this Friday. Last week, Mercer County got by Garrett County 16-14. Unbeaten Boyle County rolled at Wayne County 55-0. And winless Danville fell at Breathitt County 50-0. Join Rick Schobel and Joe Mathis tonight as they talk to the area coaches from 6 to 7 on the DQ High School Pigskin Report from the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen on WHIR-FM and WHBN-FM. It streams at hometownlive.net. Baseball shifts to the East Coast in New York tonight for Game 3 of the World Series. The L.A. Dodgers own a 2-0 lead over the Yankees. L.A. got a walk-off grand slam from Freddie Freeman in the bottom of the 10th to win the opener Friday night 6-3. Then in Game 2, L.A. pitching held New York to just one hit over 8 innings before holding on for a 4-2 win. Game 3 starters will be Walker Buehler of Lexington for the Dodgers, while the Yankees go with Clark Schmidt. In the NFL Sunday, Cleveland surprised Baltimore 29-24 as the Browns ended a 6-game losing streak. The Bengals were spanked by the Eagles 37-17. The Lions crushed the Titans 52-14. The Texans nipped the Colts 23-20. And last night, the 49ers knocked off the Cowboys 30-24. Tonight, the Steelers host the Giants. In NASCAR action, Tyler Reddick used some superlative racing moves to pass Denny Hamlin and Ryan Blaney on the last 2 laps to win the Straight Talk Wireless Cup race at the Homestead Miami Speedway. The girls' 12th Region Volleyball Tournament begins tonight at West Jessamine. Boyle County faces Trinity Christian at 6:30. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
You will see Dracula. You will see...
Silence!
Boyle County High School will be performing Dracula for their fall play on October 24th through 26th and November 1st and 2nd at 7:30 p.m. with a Halloween show on October 31st at 8:30 p.m. You can get tickets at thebcpac.com.
Tickets only cost you your soul.
Or just $15.
There will be blood, scares, and darkness, so be wary and don't forget your garlic.
October 24th through 26th and November 1st and 2nd at 7:30 p.m. with a Halloween show on October 31st at 8:30 p.m.
Serving Boyle County seniors.
At a gathering place, we are working to make our facility the best it's ever been, but we need your help. Come to the table and show your support. We need new tables for our seniors. You can be a table sponsor for $500. Brunch with Friends is $250. Three's Company is $200. Tea for Two is $150, or Dine Solo for $100. Or you can pick your own amount. Visit our Facebook page for the GoFundMe link to donate, or call 859-236-2070 for more info.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Thank you, old Jackie Boy. Brought to you by O'Charlie's in Danville. Tomorrow is a $10 Chuck Tuesday. $10 entrees. Choose from buttermilk up burger, grilled chicken dinner, ham-battered fish and chips. O'Charlie's in the Danville Manor Shopping Center. Sunshine early, cloudy skies later. High of 76. A low tonight, 56. Tomorrow, sunshine and 79. Wednesday, sunshine and a high of 80. It's 7:26 in the morning. We're talking Admiral football with Danville head coach Frank Parks, brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance. Here we go.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer.
And we welcome onto the show Danville Admiral head football coach Frank Parks. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Good morning. Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great, Coach. Appreciate you joining us on this Monday morning. And your Admirals went to Breathitt County on Friday. Breathitt County came away with a 50-0 win. And you all, early on in the game, Coach, I think to start the game off, tried a little trickery with an onside kick. I like the idea, especially with how good Caleb is at successfully converting onside kicks. Breathitt County was able to recover that to begin the game, but you tried a little trickery early on, didn't you?
Yeah, we tried to catch them off guard, try to get a little spark early in the game, and unfortunately we wasn't successful, but we tried to pull out something early.
I was listening to the game on the radio, Coach. It sounded like Breathitt County had a party going on there. Was there a lot of people at the game? They had a band playing. It just sounded like there was a lot of the crowd was into it, I guess, is what I'm saying.
They had a decent crowd, not one of the crowds of old, but they had a decent little crowd. But, still the amount of people they had, they was cheering and into the game. So.
It definitely sounded like that in the radio broadcast. Coach, in terms of the trip there, the trip back, it was about a 2.5-hour trip, two and a half hour trip or so. What did you tell your Admirals pregame, and then after the game was over? Again, they're continuing to show effort. What did you tell them when the game was over?
Well, it just goes back to the consistency and the little things. We had some good drives and made some mistakes where we couldn't finish off getting TDs, but I talked about, we had a couple guys who have been working very hard after practice, like Nathan Doyle, and you can see his improvement. He threw the ball well Friday night. Gavin Walker had quite a bit of catches, who also is one of those guys that work hard after practice, during practice, don't say a whole lot. He just continues to improve. So, I talked about those guys who have been putting that extra effort and how their game has improved, and I said we just need some more of that to expedite this process.
Yeah, Coach, you got Bardstown coming up on Friday. This is always a good Bardstown team. Danville and Bardstown have had their share of kind of playoff battles over the years. They're 2 classes above now. They're a Class 4A team. How good is this Bardstown team? Have you checked out the film on them yet?
Yes, I have. I've looked at them, and they're very fast. They are physical. They're a very good ball club. I think it's probably, looking over the course of the schedule, is going to be one of the best this year.
You broke up. What did you say? You said looking over the course of the schedule, then you broke up after that.
I'll say yes. Looking over the course of our schedule, this team right here is probably one of the better teams that we're going to face this season. So
yeah,
they are a tough squad.
Yeah, they certainly can score. They've had games this year where they put up 55, 42, 62, 39, and 46. They've won 3 straight games, Bardstown has, and you all will play them Friday night. That is in Bardstown, 7:30, a game we'll have right here on WHIR. Danville head coach Frank Parks. Coach, appreciate you being on. Good luck with practice today. We'll talk to you again tomorrow morning. More about this Bardstown defense, okay?
All right.
All right, Coach. Bye. That's Danville head coach Frank Parks. Admirals and Bardstown Tigers Friday at 7:30 right here on WHIR. It's 7:30 in the morning. K&N News is underway right now.
Convicted. I'm Brian Combs.
The Kentucky Supreme Court is keeping executions in the state on hold. State Attorney General Michael Coleman asked for things to resume after the Department of Corrections changed its rules for lethal injection procedures, but the state high court was unanimous in its denial. The block on executions in Kentucky started with the case of Ralph Bays. He was sentenced to death in Rowan County in the 1990s for killing 2 police officers. His attorneys argued some lethal injection protocols were unconstitutional. Meantime, the Supreme Court also says a deputy shot by a fellow officer can sue his supervisor in the city of Georgetown. Jamie Morales was paralyzed by the gunshot in 2018. A lawsuit against fellow officers involved in the shooting was dismissed Thursday due to qualified immunity, but now he can sue the supervisor in the city. Morales was shot in the back while trying to detain a man at a rest area off I-75 in Georgetown. An investigation by the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force has led to the arrest of an Owensboro man. Police have identified Philip Erb as a suspect during the investigation, which led to a search of his home on Ralph Avenue last week. Police recovered child sexual abuse material and methamphetamines. He'll face charges for possessing both. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Good service is just as important as quality. And at B&L Jewelers, you get both. Competitive prices and exceptional service for every customer. Find the perfect bridal and engagement rings. Or better yet, B&L Jewelers will help you custom design your rings so that you can create something unique to express your love. We carry fine jewelry and watches, including Citizens and Bulova. Or we can special order whatever you need. We also buy gold and silver. And we offer 6-month layaway with no fees. We do all our jewelry repairs in-house. So stop in today for a free jewelry cleaning and diamond inspection on the corner of Houstonville Road and Highway 150 in the Danville Manor Shopping Center. Online at bnljewelers.com. Find us on Facebook.
Hey folks, Chrysler Cowboy here. When I started my journey in the automotive industry, learned 3 valuable lessons. 1, have a good product. 2, treat people with respect. And 3, make sure it's a fair deal for everybody. I'm proud to call Anderson County my home, and at Chrysler Lawrenceburg, we want to give you that down-home experience. We offer certified pre-owned vehicles that come with a lifetime engine warranty, free tire rotation with every oil change, and customer service that rivals the best anywhere around. Chrysler Cowboy. If you can't remember that, just look for the hat. It's where you need to be, folks. Chrysler of Lawrenceburg.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
Bergen School Superintendent Will Bagley has announced his retirement. In a letter addressed to Bergen's Board of Education and school community, Bagley announced that he was retiring after serving as Bergen School Superintendent for the last 7.5 years and after 33 years total in public education. Bagley said during his time with the school, Bergen has accomplished quite a bit, including continuing to rank among the best Kentucky public school districts in the state, having record student enrollment, and seeing major facilities upgrades. Bagley's retirement is effective June of 2025. Nicholasville police is investigating a homicide and suicide that happened Saturday morning. They say they were called to a home on Edwards Drive where they found 20-year-old Isabella Walsh dead from 2 gunshot wounds. They identified Walsh's boyfriend, 21-year-old Willie Milford Jr., as the suspect. When police got the arrest warrant for Milford, they went to his family's home on Winter Circle, and as they approached that home, they say Milford took his own life. The investigation is ongoing into that incident. A woman from Pulaski County is behind bars after police say she hit and killed a man in an accident early Sunday morning. It happened just after midnight on US 27 and East Frog Hollow Road. KSP says that a 2014 gray Jeep Wrangler being driven by 19-year-old Eubank, Kentucky native Kaylee Dismuke was northbound on US 27 when she hit a moped being driven by 31-year-old Cincinnati native Dino Collins. Collins was ejected and was taken to the Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital where he was pronounced dead. KSP says they do believe alcohol was a contributor in that collision, and they arrested Dismuke on multiple charges. Kentucky County clerks, as well as Secretary of State Michael Adams, are preparing for massive turnouts this election. Election Day is a week from tomorrow, but absentee ballots have already been sent out. Excused in-person early voting is underway now, and non-excused early voting begins on Thursday. Just how big will this election day be? Adams says that more than 130,000 Kentucky voters requested absentee ballots. Adams says that indicates a, quote, massive turnout overall. Boyle County Clerk Casey McCoy told Hometown Radio the expectation is that the turnout will be somewhere between 70 and 75%. And we have results from this weekend's state marching band finals. The semifinals were held Saturday afternoon, with the top bands advancing to the state finals later on Saturday evening. In Class 2A, Mercer County finished in 4th place, while Anderson County won the state championship in Class 4A. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Looking for something more from your personal checking account? Then one of our new Community Trust Advantage checking accounts might be right for you. Our Advantage checking accounts offer great features such as ID Protect, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, travel and leisure discounts, and shopping rewards, which makes it easier for you to save money on everyday purchases. Learn more at ctbi.com. Get more out of your checking. Open an account today. Our friendly, professional staff at one of our mini branches will be happy to assist you.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
John's Holiday Catering, here for your affordable catering need. Call 734-3675 to get your turkey smoked, baked, or fried, and some of our homemade sides like broccoli casserole, macaroni and cheese, dressing balls, gravy, country ham, and more. So don't let your turkey be jerky. Call 734-3675 and let Dunn's do the cooking for you. We're also available for all your holiday and office parties, so call 734-3675. Don't let your holiday be without Dunn's. It's not a holiday until it's done.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right, Jack, and I appreciate that, buddy. Brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. They proudly represent the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Ask if auto owners make sense for you. Calling Mark or Chris for a free quote, 859-236-6686. Sunshine becoming cloudy through mid-morning, high of 76, low tonight of 56. Sunshine and 79, the high tomorrow. Sunshine and 80 is the high on Wednesday. Right now it's 7:37 in the morning. It's 44 degrees on this 28th day of the month of October, and we welcome onto the show Tyler Miller from the Lincoln County Extension Office. Good morning, Tyler. How are you?
Hey, Joe, I am doing good, man. How you been?
I'm doing great, Tyler. Doing great. Appreciate you being on here this morning to give us the County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market down there in Tyler Miller Land.
Get the top price for your livestock. Take them to the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, where they have drop-off hours to fit the busy farmer's needs, selling your livestock a profitable and a pleasant experience. Save the hassle of a long haul. Sell your livestock at the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, 277 Courtier Road in Stanford. Call Bluegrass South Livestock Market at 606-365-0665. Bluegrass South Livestock Market in Stanford.
Here's Tyler Miller.
All right. Well, good morning, folks, and back with you this week on the Joe Show. And we're going to be talking about the hay contest meeting that we've got lined up for you folks. Now, it is a little late to get on board with the free hay testing. This will be the second year we've done this. The Central Kentucky Ag Agents has a small competition going across the counties to where we're looking for some good hay, and we're looking for your hay, whether it's the going to win top quality or anything like that. But it's built to help inform you of what your hay is. It's helped to inform you of reading a nutritional analysis that we get back on these hays, kind of gauge how good this hay is. So whether you're in the contest or not, that's okay. We'd love to have you on December the 16th. Is going to be our hay contest meeting. It's from 6 to 8. We'll feed you, and we're going to hear from some local producers on how they put up hay. We're going to recognize some winners. We're going to have a panel discussion, and we're also going to have some specialists there talking about hay quality. So, again, that's December the 16th. Just let us know if you're interested in coming. We'd love to have you. And that's your Monday's edition here on the Joe Show, the County Agent's Corner. God bless you.
There you go. Tyler Miller, Lincoln County Extension Office, and this morning's County Agent's Corner. All right, Tyler, before you go, some random facts that you may not know, but I want you to know, so I'm going to let you know. Tyler, are you ready?
Let's hear him.
All right, Tyler, here we go. Fact number one. Last Friday, NVIDIA dethroned Apple as the world's most valuable company, and yet their unofficial company motto is, our company is 30 days from going out of business. Now, if you're not familiar, NVIDIA has been around for 30 years. They're mostly known for computer graphic chips, but they're surging now for their AI hardware and software. Yeah. Number two, it's illegal to mispronounce Arkansas in Arkansas. You probably won't get arrested for calling it Arkansas, but they won't be happy with you. They're not going to like you. Number three, redheads have less hair on their heads than people with other hair colors. The average redhead has 90,000 strands of hair versus 110,000 strands for blondes, 140,000 strands for brunettes. The kicker is red hair is usually thicker than the other two, so they don't need as many hair on their head because it's thicker.
Oh, interesting.
Number four, Cassius Clay, the boxer, never legally changed his name to Muhammad Ali, mainly because in the 1960s, you didn't need to. The Social Security Administration didn't require a legal change to switch your information on the Social Security card. So you could just, I guess, change it when you wanted to, and that was fine. And number five, Woody Harrelson's father, Charles, was a hitman who was convicted of killing a federal judge in Texas in 1979. He died in federal prison doing a life sentence. His son would become an actor, Woody Harrelson.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
wow.
There you go. Some random facts for Tyler Miller this morning on the County Agent's Corner. Tyler, appreciate you being on. We'll talk to you again tomorrow morning, okay?
All right, Joe.
All right, Tyler. Bye. That's Tyler Miller, Lincoln County Extension Office, and this morning's County Agent's Corner. 7:42 in the morning. We are stepping aside, coming back. We're seeing what's going on in Hollywood, the world of weird celebrity news. Jeff Jewell, Chamber of Commerce, is on here as well. Coming up next.
So creamy it melts in your mouth. Mom Blakeman's candy.
Mom Blakeman's has made the world's best cream pull candy, and we have been making potato candy. We ship all over the world and have it in many retail stores. You are welcome to stop by our shop in Lancaster to sample or purchase any of our 7 flavors of cream pull candy and potato candy. We have a variety of tubs and tins available. Visit our website at momblakeman'scandy.com or call 800-542-4607.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or 2 or 3 or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday, from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky football came out strong Saturday night, jumping out to a 10-0 lead. Then it just died as Auburn won its first SEC game of the year 24-10. Head coach Mark Stoops benched quarterback Brock Vandegrift in favor of Gavin Wimsatt, saying he just wanted to see what he could do with the Cats. Auburn running back Jarquez Hunter had a career-high 278 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns to lead the Tigers to the win. UK is still winless in conference play at home. Kentucky visits 7th-ranked Tennessee this Saturday on Z105. Elsewhere, Center College improved to 4-0 in the SAA, defeating Southwestern on the road 38-28. Colonels are now 6-1 overall. Eastern Kentucky downed winless Utah Tech 28-17. Friday night, Louisville rallied from a 20-point deficit to win on the road at Boston College 31-27. The Cards are now 5-3 overall and 3-2 in the ACC. U of L is at number 11 Clemson this week. The high school football regular season ends this Friday. Last week, Mercer County got by Garrett County 16-14. Unbeaten Boyle County rolled at Wayne County 55-0. And winless Danville fell at Breathitt County 50-0. Join Rick Schobel and Joe Mathis tonight as they talk to the area coaches from 6 to 7 on the DQ High School Pigskin Report from the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen on WHIR-FM and WHBN-FM. It streams at hometownlive.net. Baseball shifts to the East Coast in New York tonight for Game 3 of the World Series. The L.A. Dodgers own a 2-0 lead over the Yankees. L.A. got a walk-off grand slam from Freddie Freeman in the bottom of the 10th to win the opener Friday night 6-3. Then in Game 2, L.A. pitching held New York to just 1 hit over 8 innings before holding on for a 4-2 win. Game 3 starters will be Walker Buehler of Lexington for the Dodgers, while the Yankees go with Clark Schmidt. In the NFL Sunday, Cleveland surprised Baltimore 29-24 as the Browns ended a 6-game losing streak. The Bengals were spanked by the Eagles 37-17. The Lions crushed the Titans 52-14. The Texans nipped the Colts 23-20. And last night, the 49ers knocked off the Cowboys 30-24. Tonight, the Steelers host the Giants. In NASCAR action, Tyler Reddick used some superlative racing moves to pass Denny Hamlin and Ryan Blaney on the last 2 laps to win the Straight Talk Wireless Cup race at the Homestead Miami Speedway. The girls' 12th Region Volleyball Tournament begins tonight at West Jessamine. Boyle County faces Trinity Christian at 6:30. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Big deals. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hi. Jenny here. Just counting all the dollars I saved at my local Big Deals online store. What? You haven't saved yet? Get on it. You'll love the great selection of gift certificates at discount prices. They make great gifts, too. And you can shop right from your phone. Nothing satisfies like counting all those savings. Now let me get back to it. 6, 7, 8.
Go to hometownlive.net to shop and save at the Big Deals online store. You can also find links to download the free Big Deals Media app for your phone. Works on Apple and Android cells. Shop quickly and access all your mobile Big Deal certificates easily for redemption. You can also easily send a mobile certificate to someone else to use via email. Check it out and join the thousands that save with Big Deal certificates to local businesses.
Shop and save with Big Deals at hometownlive.net. That's hometownlive.net.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right, old Jackie boy. Appreciate that, buddy. Brought to you by our friends hanging out over at Danville Auto Body Shop. For top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair, head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Delahaye Street. And they do free estimates and work with their insurance company, fixing water leaks, window motor repairs, hail damage, and doing paintless dent repair at Danville Auto Body Shop. All right, sunshine right now, cloudy skies by mid-morning. High today of 76, low of 56. Sunshine tomorrow and 79. Sunshine on Wednesday and a high of 80. Right now it's 7:49 in the morning, 44 degrees here in Danville. And we welcome onto the show our Chamber of Commerce Executive Director, Jeff Jewell. Good morning, Jeff. How are you?
Good morning, Joe. I'm great. Could we have had better weather for all our events this weekend than we had, or what?
Yeah, perfect weather. And the weather looks great this week, too, Jeff. There's only one issue that I've got with this week, and that's that we haven't had rain for a month. And the one day that it's going to pick to rain is Thursday on Halloween on trick-or-treat night.
Oh, it just figures, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, I mean, right now, 60 to 70% chance of rain on Halloween. There's not a chance any other day of the week except for Thursday. And we haven't had really a chance of rain at all this entire month until it gets to trick-or-treat night.
Yeah, I'll tell you, we had that, as you know, we had a really fun Pumpkins in the Park night market on Friday night.
Yeah.
So we had about 500 people there. Probably 300 of those people were kids.
Awesome.
It was a great event.
Great.
But I will tell you, when I was putting all the loading zones and sponsor signs in the ground, that ground is like trying to drive wire into brick.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, it is hard, yeah. Well, we do have good weather aside from Thursday this week, Jeff. So what do we got in the calendar maybe this week or in the coming weeks as we flip the calendar to November?
Well, I'll tell you, we've got between now and Halloween, probably the best place to check is on the CVB page or the Chamber page. We've got so many little trunk or treat events and all happening all over town. So even if it's going to be kind of a dumpy weather on actual Halloween night, I think there's several more trunk or treats coming up before that.
Yes.
So we tried to put together a comprehensive list. I think CVB and the city have done a really good job of getting that on their websites. So that should be nice. And then I want to just go back to Friday night. I've got to tell you, we had this pumpkin painting contest, and we had one of the categories, the elementary kids. We have some talented little grade schoolers in this town, let me tell you.
Oh, you're doing some painting, huh?
Oh, it was awesome. We had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, all kinds of fun painted pumpkins for Halloween.
Wow.
And we actually had to check our lists a couple times, the judges, because it was like, this is really a grade schooler that did this? You're kidding. That's how good they were.
Wow, are there pictures anywhere, Jeff?
Yeah, there are. They're online. I think CDB got quite a few good pictures,
okay,
and I'm posting a bunch of them this morning.
Awesome. I'll take a look at them right now then.
Yeah, they're really pretty. And then really the next big thing we have coming up is on Saturday, November 25th, from 9 to 1 out at the UK Extension Office, we're going to have our big Boyle County Farmers Market holiday market.
Okay.
So, and I've been talking with a lot of the farmers and producers, and everyone's doing us something really special for Christmas, like some of our folks that do soaps and salves and stuff like that are doing lovely gift baskets. We've got some folks doing custom holiday wreaths, all that stuff. So it'll be a great place to not only find some cool holiday decor for the Christmas season, but also great local gift buying opportunities.
Awesome stuff. What day and what time is that, Jeff?
That's Saturday, November 25th, and it's from 9 to 1 at the UK Extension Office out on Corporate Drive.
Okay, Saturday, November 25th, 9 to 1, UK Boyle County Extension Office, Corporate Drive here in Danville, and that'll be you call it the holiday market?
We call it the holiday market.
Holiday market.
Really, we have all of our normal vendors there. You can still go buy cinnamon rolls, and local sourdough bread and all, but a lot of our folks that do more crafts and stuff get stuff really ready to go for the gift stuff. So you can literally pick up a great, basket of soaps and oils and stuff for for your wife, your mom, or, whatever you want. There's going to be some really cool vendors out there. I know we've got a couple of our wood carvers making some special stuff. So it should be a really fun event. I do all my gift buying there.
Awesome stuff. That's Saturday, November 25th, the holiday market. Make sure you get out to the Extension office for that. Jeff Jewell with the Danville-Boyle County Chamber of Commerce. Jeff, people have any questions for you, how can they get in touch with you?
Best way just to drop me an email at jeff@danvilleboylechamber.com.
There you go, Jeff Jewell. Jeff, appreciate you being on, the great work that you do, and we'll talk to you again next Monday, okay?
Thanks, Joe. Talk to you
Jeff. Bye. Jeff Jewell with the Chamber of Commerce. Appreciate Jeff. Every Monday morning, right around 7:50, he joins the show. Let's head out west, see what's going on in the world of weird. If a celebrity does it, says it, or endorses a certain political candidate, you should do say, and more than likely vote the opposite. It's celebrity news. Here we go. All right, Beyonce's appearance at Kamala Harris's campaign event in Houston on Friday night was heavily promoted in advance. The question now is, did it turn out to be a ripoff? The campaign never said Beyonce would perform, but plenty of people kind of assumed that she would, and rumors were swirling. Whether they were there for Beyonce or not, a crowd of 30,000 people showed up, and Beyonce did not perform. She just delivered a speech, but the audience did get a performance from Willie Nelson. So were the attendees ripped off? Some people think so. One person tweeted, quote, "So let me get this straight. Kamala Harris baited people with a free Beyonce concert and then had Willie Nelson perform. Talk about a bunch of expletive concert goers. Ticked off concert goers." Another said, quote, "She can't even deliver on promises to her own followers with a Beyonce performance. But yeah, she will totally close the border and stuff." Now, to be fair, these commenters don't sound like people who would attend a Harris rally anyway. I would guess they're probably Trump supporters who just want to look at bad for Harris. I would love to hear from people who are actually at the rally and maybe feel disappointed or lied to. I mean, if nobody said Beyonce was going to perform, then technically no lies were told, but they did commit a sin of omission, I guess, by conveniently forgetting to specify that Beyonce would not be singing. All right, when James Franco became one of the villains of the Me Too movement, his longtime friend Seth Rogen cut ties with him, and not just in public. In an interview, Franco was asked if they're still in touch. He said, quote, "No, I have not talked to Seth. I love Seth. We had 20 great years together, but I guess it's over. And not for lack of trying. I've loved him. I told him how much he meant to me. Other than losing that friendship, falling from grace wasn't necessarily a bad thing." James said, quote, "Being told you're bad is painful, but ultimately that's kind of what I needed to just stop going the way I was going." He added, quote, "I've honestly moved past it. I've dealt with it, and I got to change, so that's it. It's over. I mean, I've worked in the U.S. too, so I'm just trying to move on." And Keanu Reeves has a reputation for being one of the nicest guys in Hollywood. But what I'm about to say to you could change that perception, especially among animal lovers. You can blame Keanu for the dog dying in the movie John Wick. Co-director David Leitch says the movie's investors hated the idea of killing the dog, thinking it would alienate audiences and kill the box office. They tried to make the directors change the ending so the dog survives. But according to Leitch, Keanu stood up for the directors and fought against the happier ending. And as you probably know, Keanu and company won. Nice guy? I think not. Joking, obviously. Keanu Reeves is the reason the dog dies in John Wick. James Franco says his friendship with Seth Rogen is over. And did Kamala Harris trick people into thinking Beyonce would perform? That's what's going on in the world of celebrities in the Showbiz segment. There you go. Melton's Deli in Danville, the place to go when you're looking for a sandwich for lunch this afternoon. We're going to go with the French dip sandwich today, $7.99. Thin-shaved lean roast beef, provolone cheese, served in a toasted 6-inch sub-sandwich bun with a side of au jus, $7.99. Only at Melton's Deli in Danville, 247 East Main and 995 Ben Ali Drive in Danville. Melton's Deli and the French dip sandwich, which I may be mistaken on this, but I think is only available at Melton's Deli number 1, the East Main location. Could be mistaken. If I am, you can call in and let me know. But I think it's only at Melton's Deli number 1. The French dip sandwich Get it today or your choice of sandwich like the Big Daddy Club, the All-American, or the Colonel Chicken at Melton's Deli number 1 and Melton's Deli number 2. It is 7:57 in the morning, and we're back in 1 minute to round out this 7 o'clock in the morning hour on The Joe Show.
Truth is more than a concept. It is what makes us different. Truth is where we start and where we finish. It is our curriculum and our extracurricular. It makes us a community, one that leads through serving. If you are looking for academic excellence in a Christ-centered environment, opportunity is closer than you may think. It is easy for you to join our community, Danville Christian Academy, engaging the truth, empowering the future.
Take your ride to the next level in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Next level rides with next level savings. Score 1.9% financing on 2024 models like Kia Sorento, Sportage, and Forte.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Next level savings start at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
1.9% APR financing up to 48 months at $21.22 per month per thousand financed on 2024 Kia Sorento and Sportage and Forte. Not all buyers will qualify for financing. Good through Kia Financial Services. 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. See Kia.com or retailer for details. Offer expires October 31st, 2024.
Going out of town or anywhere in the world? Stay in touch with WHIR on the internet at hometownlive.net. Powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
Come on, Eileen. 8 o'clock in the morning's coming your way here on The Joe Show. We are talking with Ruby Klein-Eaton, a runner's mom, and more at 8:10. The sort of sports report coming on here as well. We'll see what's gone on this date in history that's made this date a date to remember. At 8:40 this morning, Grub Gab, the world of food. 8:50 this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. In the 9 o'clock in the morning hour, it is a Medicare Monday at 9:10 with Clark Hanna. At 9:35 this morning, Ben Garant joins the show for A Gathering Place. We're halfway home on The Joe Show. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. Here's your top hour news on WHIR.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. The Trump campaign is now distancing itself from an anti-Puerto Rico comment made by a speaker at Sunday's Madison Square Garden rally. Comedian Tony Hinchcliffe made this joke about Puerto Rico.
Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
Trump campaign senior advisors said in a statement the joke does not reflect the views of the former president or the campaign. Vice President Harris is on the campaign trail, highlighting her religious background. Speaking at Philadelphia's Church of Christian Compassion on Sunday, she urged members of the congregation to exercise their right to vote.
To decide the fate of our nation for generations to come.
She went on to share stories of her childhood attending worship services in Oakland, saying those religious teachings still guide her political career today. At one point, Harris replied to what seemed to be chanting protesters, saying, "That's why we fight for our democracy," and appearing to support the protesters' First Amendment rights. Around 20,000 people are expected when Vice President Harris gives what organizers are calling her closing argument to voters tomorrow in Washington, D.C. She's scheduled to speak at the Ellipse near the White House. The site of the speech is the same location where then President Donald Trump spoke to his supporters and then directed them to the U.S. Capitol just before the Capitol riot. Residents in Asheville, North Carolina are trying to regain some sense of normalcy following the devastation of Hurricane Helene. Schools reopened today. Officials say schools will be on an adjusted and abbreviated schedule. Rob Jackson is a superintendent for Buncombe County Schools.
The biggest focus for our school system is grace. And so the first couple of days, we just want to make sure that our students are okay.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group. And I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney. And the truth is, I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free information kit. 800-714-9090. 800-714-9090. 800-714-9090.
Senator Lindsey Graham is saying the criticisms of former President Trump made by his one-time allies aren't based in facts. More from Mark Mayfield.
The South Carolina Republican told ABC's This Week he wished that former White House Chief of Staff John Kelly had stayed out of politics instead of accusing Trump of being a fascist.
He's undermining a concept that's been good for America, I think. Our generals have sort of been apolitical. He's entitled to his opinion. I just categorically reject it.
Graham said Trump denies making some of the remarks that prompted Kelly to come out against him in a New York Times interview last week. He went on to say Trump should move past the criticisms made by his former allies and continue making his case to voters as Election Day looms.
One teenage girl is dead and another is in critical condition after subway surfing in Queens, New York. Jacqueline Carl reports.
Cops say they received 911 calls just before 11 p.m. Sunday night about 2 people injured in Corona. The NYPD says 2 teenage girls were subway surfing on the southbound 7 train when one fell between the subway cars and died. The other teen girl, who was also riding on top of the subway car, was taken to Elmhurst Hospital and is fighting for her life. One passenger who was on the train the teens were surfing on has a warning for others.
I know you're young. You may not realize it yet, but you have to think. Think before you act.
Today is National Chocolate Day, although 20% of us eat it every day. Bree Tennis with details.
Think of today as practice, a trial run for Halloween as we celebrate all things chocolate. The National Confectioners Association says today we celebrate the industry that took a simple cocoa bean and turned it into something magic. White, dark, milk, you choose. But know the properties of chocolate are good. The FDA says chocolate is loaded with antioxidants. It improves cognitive function and reduces blood pressure. But it's also high in sugar and fat.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
For most of us, power outages, however rare, are a frustrating inconvenience. For others, they're a matter of life and death. If you or someone you love depends on electrically powered life support equipment, give the friendly folks at your local electric cooperative a call. They can help by noting the situation on a special list of customers who receive top priority in restoring power following unplanned outages. We're Kentucky's electric cooperative, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
This is Caraway at Mattresses and More on Houstonville Road in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, stop by and check us out. New items arriving weekly, and we sell off the floor. Buy it today and take it home today. We offer layaway and 12 months same-as cash with approved credit.
Thank you, Caraway. Again, buy it today, take it home today. Living room suits, bedroom suits, dinette sets, recliners, and more. From Mattresses and More, Southland Plaza next to Ace Hardware.
Good morning to you folks. It is Monday. It's the 28th day of the month of October, 102824 on your calendar. It is a cloudy day, and we expect mostly cloudy skies all day. The thing is, not a threat of rain. It just looks menacing. We do have rain coming this weekend, and it is on the worst day for it to rain the entire month. Coming up on Thanksgiving night, Halloween night. Trick or treat. Being threatened by certainly looking like a forecast of rain. We'll give you that coming up, but news is first. This is the Hometown Radio Network Information Update. Bergen School Superintendent Will Bagley has announced his retirement. In a letter addressed to Bergen's Board of Education and school community, Bagley announced that he was retiring after serving as Bergen School Superintendent for the last 7.5 years and after 33 years total in public education. Bagley said during his time with the school, Bergen has accomplished quite a bit, including continuing to rank among the best Kentucky public school districts in the state, having record student enrollment, and seeing major facilities upgrades. Bagley's retirement is effective June of 2025. Nicholasville police is investigating a homicide and suicide that happened Saturday morning. They say they were called to a home on Edwards Drive where they found 20-year-old Isabella Walsh dead from 2 gunshot wounds. They identified Walsh's boyfriend, 21-year-old Willie Milford Jr., as the suspect. When police got the arrest warrant for Milford, they went to his family's home on WHIR Circle, and as they approached that home, they say Milford took his own life. The investigation is ongoing into that incident. A woman from Pulaski County is behind bars after police say she hit and killed a man in an accident early Sunday morning. It happened just after midnight on US 27 and East Frog Hollow Road. KSP says that a 2014 gray Jeep Wrangler being driven by 19-year-old Eubank, Kentucky native Kaylee Dismuke was northbound on US 27 when she hit a moped being driven by 31-year-old Cincinnati native Dino Collins. Collins was ejected and was taken to the Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital where he was pronounced dead. KSP says they do believe alcohol was a contributor in that collision, and they arrested Dismuke on multiple charges. Kentucky County clerks, as well as Secretary of State Michael Adams, are preparing for massive turnouts this election. Election Day is a week from tomorrow, but absentee ballots have already been sent out. Excused in-person early voting is underway now, and non-excused early voting begins on Thursday. Just how big will this election day be? Adams says that more than 130,000 Kentucky voters requested absentee ballots. Adams says that indicates a, quote, massive turnout overall. Boyle County Clerk Casey McCoy told Hometown Radio the expectation is that the turnout will be somewhere between 70 and 75%. And we have results from this weekend's state marching band finals. The semifinals were held Saturday afternoon, with the top bands advancing to the state finals later on Saturday evening. In Class 2A, Mercer County finished in 4th place, while Anderson County won the state championship in Class 4A. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
Mike Gay here. At Essity, we're committed to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place, starting right here in Harrodsburg and Danville. We're hiring machine operators where you'll work with cutting-edge technology to produce essential products like hand towels and tissue paper. Our wages start at $20 per hour with benefits on day one and opportunity for growth. If you're a high school grad ready to make an impact, visit ESSITY.com/careers. That's Essity.com/careers.
Wow, Tricky's Car Wash is ready to make your vehicle look its very best. Tricky's Car Wash behind Smart Lube off South 4th Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 7, and on Saturdays by appointment. Pickup and delivery service is available. 583-0560. Wash only $15. Wash and interior $25. Wash plus wax plus interior $50. And full detail, talk with Tricky. Tricky's Car Wash, 430 Bay Street, 583-0560, right behind Smart Lube off South 4th. Tricky's Car Wash.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right, Jack, appreciate that, buddy. Brought to you by O'Charlie's in Danville. $10 Chuck is coming your way tomorrow. $10 entrees day. Choose from buttermilk burger, grilled chicken dinner, hand-battered fish and chips. O'Charlie's in the Danville Manor Shopping Center. Cloudy skies, a high today 76. Clear skies this evening, low of 56. Tomorrow, sunshine and 79. Wednesday, sunshine and a high of 80. It's 8:11 in the morning right now. 43 degrees. Monday, the 28th day of October. And we are talking with Ruby Klein Eaton, a runner's mom, and more. Good morning, Ruby. How are you?
Good morning. My goodness, I don't know what Mother Nature is trying to do to us. Look at these temps.
I know. We're in the mid-70s, low 80s on Wednesday. Get rain showers on Halloween night Thursday, and then that cools us down a little bit on Friday, but we're back in the 70s. It looks like Saturday and Sunday again. So we are deep into October, even into early November, with 70-degree temps, Ruby.
Absolutely. It kind of makes me a little worried about this winter, but
Yeah.
you know, we can't control the weather. We just need to adjust our mindset and still get up and get out and get active. Just dress in layers and take off what you don't need.
There you go. We love it. Ruby, what's going on in the world of running this week?
Well, first I want to make two different little announcements. First of all, a big, big happy birthday to my hubby, Steve Klein, turning 70 today. We've been through a lot, and he's still being just as active as he possibly can, even with all of his health issues. And then the second thing is I want to give kudos to my running daughter, Bobby Perkins. He completed 5 half marathons in the month of October.
Wow. 5 half marathons in the month?
This month. And she has made her age group awards in 3 of the 5. So I'm really, really proud of her. She's got lots of things coming up, and I'm looking forward to seeing her other opportunities that she's going to continue to do. So, yes, kudos to both of them, 1 for 70 and 1 for 5 half marathons.
Awesome.
She's my half marathon queen. There you go, my princess.
Great.
But coming up this weekend, let me tell you, we have got all kinds of stuff going on for November. Officer Ellis over at Whitehall. I have got the VA 5K in Lexington, a Dirty Dog 4-miler. This is a trail run over in Lexington. I'm at Versailles for Smashing Pumpkins. Again, this is a first-time race. I'm looking forward to being with them. And it's going to be fun because you can bring a pumpkin and get on top of a fire truck ladder and smash it to the ground. So it's going to be a different kind of a unique little situation for the kiddos. Better Together is a 5K over at Berea. We have Gobbler Half Marathon 10K or 5K. That's also in Lexington. It's out on a farm. New Vocations, I believe it is. And it's a really, really pretty course. Even though it's on the road, it's up and down, very hilly, but still, you live in Kentucky, you're going to have hills. Turkey Strut in Nicholasville. This is a really cute race that the Parks and Rec over in Jessamine County put on, so I'm looking forward to doing that. Of course, our own Title Town here in Danville. I'm so excited to be able to do this with you and to interact with a bunch of the runners. Of course, you've mentioned it before, we're going to be out at the Boyle County football field, start and finish there, so I'm looking forward to that. And then to finish out my month, I have Bernie and Leo birthday bash. Again, these are 2 of my, I'm going to call them my very senior runners. Leo just turned 87, and Bernie's getting ready to turn 87. So I'm looking forward to being with them. December, I've got 3 or 4 things lined up then, and then we start all over January 1st.
We love it. Ruby Klein Eaton, the runner's mom, and more. It is a packed last couple of months of the calendar for you, Ruby.
Very much, yes.
All right, Ruby, people have any questions for you, how can they get in touch with you?
Give me a call at 859-583-7852. You can find me on all the social medias. I've got discount codes for races that I talk about. And again, if it is your first time race, it doesn't matter whether it's a 5K or a marathon, I will get that for you for free and come and see me.
There you go. Ruby, appreciate you being on, and we'll talk to you again next Monday. That will be November the 4th, a day before Election Day.
That's right. And, Danville, don't forget, we have time change coming up Sunday.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, we fall back an hour on Sunday. Good point.
We do. So, plan accordingly.
There you go. Ruby, appreciate it. We'll talk to you later, okay?
All right, bye-bye.
Ruby Klein Eaton, the runner's mom, and more. We have her on Mondays right around 8:10 here on The Joe Show. The Sort of Sports Report this morning, starting off in the World Series, where Game 3 is tonight. The World Series headed to the Bronx, with the Yankees finding themselves in a major hole, down 2-0 in the best-of-7 series versus L.A. Game 1 was a classic. Friday night's contest had just about everything a fan could want. Solid pitching from both teams took the game into extra innings with a 2-2 tie. In the top of the 10th, the Yankees pulled ahead 3-2, but the Dodgers answered big time thanks to a walk-off grand slam off the bat of former World Series champion with the Atlanta Braves. His name, Freddie Freeman, as he hit a walk-off grand slam. Here's how it sounded on Friday night.
Taylor the tying run. Edmund the winning run. Cortez delivers. Freeman hits the ball to right field. She is gone! Gibby, meet Freddie. Game 1 of the World Series.
Now, game 2 also went the Dodgers' way as Yoshinobu Yamamoto led the way, pitching 6 1/3 innings en route to a 4-2 Dodgers win. He got 3 homers. Tommy Edman, Teoscar Hernandez, and Freddie Freeman all homered to help L.A. secure the win, and the bullpen did the rest.
Trevino lifts a fly ball to center field. Tommy Edman is there, and the Dodgers lead this World Series 2-0.
Odds makers now have the Dodgers as heavy favorites to win it all at -425. The Yankees are 330 dogs. Game 3, 8 o'clock tonight, and Shohei Ohtani has been cleared to play after his shoulder injury in Game 2. Check this out. In hockey news, over 300 employees of the Tampa Bay Lightning organization were able to benefit from Jeff Vinnick's sale of his majority stake in the team. Vinnick's share of the Lightning went for $1.8 billion. Of that money, $20 million went to bonuses for full-time members of Vinnick Sports Group. Reportedly, each of those workers was told they'd be receiving between $50,000 and $66,000 bonus in recognition of their hard work and dedication. And some crazy games yesterday in the National Football League, none crazier than the Washington Commanders, who won on a last-second Hail Mary as Jaden Daniels threw up a prayer, and his prayer was answered.
So here you go. He's gotten hit throughout the rest of the game, and it's hurting more now. Comes down to one last play, and it's going to be getting longer by the second. You're all the way back at the 30-yard line. Now you can step into it. Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line. And the ball is caught! Caught! It's a miracle! It's Noah Brown! Oh, my goodness!
Last night in Sunday Night Football, the 49ers forced a turnover on downs on 4th down to stop the Cowboys' comeback attempt and win 30-24 on Sunday Night Football.
Prescott got to roll, got to put it up top, double coverage, contact, no flag, incomplete.
And in the early afternoon games, Cleveland Browns quarterback Jameis Winston led the Browns to victory over the Ravens and then recited Eminem lyrics after getting the win in his first start for the Browns against the Ravens yesterday.
Man, it's a white boy from Detroit that I really admire named Eminem. He said, you only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity lasts once in a lifetime. And I know I got a quote, Eminem, he from Detroit, he right up the road, but man, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that the Lord provided me with this opportunity. I'm grateful for my teammates, my coaches, and these amazing fans.
There you go. That's what's going on in this morning's Sort of Sports Report. We have more sports coming up right now with the Big Daddy, Steve Bertram. And then we see what's gone on this date in history that's made this day to date to remember. You're tuned in the Joe Show on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky football came out strong Saturday night, jumping out to a 10-0 lead. Then it just died as Auburn won its first SEC game of the year 24-10. Head coach Mark Stoops benched quarterback Brock Vandegrift in favor of Gavin Wimsatt, saying he just wanted to see what he could do with the Cats. Auburn running back Jarquez Hunter had a career-high 278 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns to lead the Tigers to the win. UK is still winless in conference play at home. Kentucky visits 7th-ranked Tennessee this Saturday on Z105. Elsewhere, Center College improved to 4-0 in the SAA, defeating Southwestern on the road 38-28. Colonels are now 6-1 overall. Eastern Kentucky downed winless Utah Tech 28-17. Friday night, Louisville rallied from a 20-point deficit to win on the road at Boston College 31-27. The Cards are now 5-3 overall and 3-2 in the ACC. U of L is at number 11 Clemson this week. The high school football regular season ends this Friday. Last week, Mercer County got by Garrett County 16-14. Unbeaten Boyle County rolled at Wayne County 55-0. And winless Danville fell at Breathitt County 50-0. Join Rick Schobel and Joe Mathis tonight as they talk to the area coaches from 6 to 7 on the DQ High School Pigskin Report from the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen on WHIR FM and WHBN FM. It streams at hometownlive.net. Baseball shifts to the East Coast in New York tonight for Game 3 of the World Series. The L.A. Dodgers own a 2-0 lead over the Yankees. L.A. got a walk-off grand slam from Freddie Freeman in the bottom of the 10th to win the opener Friday night 6-3. Then in Game 2, L.A. pitching held New York to just one hit over 8 innings before holding on for a 4-2 win. Game 3 starters will be Walker Buehler of Lexington for the Dodgers, while the Yankees go with Clark Schmidt. In the NFL Sunday, Cleveland surprised Baltimore 29-24 as the Browns ended a 6-game losing streak. The Bengals were spanked by the Eagles 37-17. The Lions crushed the Titans 52-14. The Texans nipped the Colts 23-20. And last night, the 49ers knocked off the Cowboys 30-24. Tonight, the Steelers host the Giants. In NASCAR action, Tyler Reddick used some superlative racing moves to pass Denny Hamlin and Ryan Blaney on the last 2 laps to win the Straight Talk Wireless Cup race at the Homestead Miami Speedway. The girls' 12th Region Volleyball Tournament begins tonight at West Jessamine. Boyle County faces Trinity Christian at 6:30. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Take your ride to the next level in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Next level rides with next level savings. Score 1.9% financing on 2024 models like Kia Sorento, Sportage, and Forte.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Next level savings start at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
1.9% APR financing up to 48 months at $21.22 per month per thousand financed on 2024 Kia Sorento and Sportage and Forte. Not all buyers will qualify for financing. Good through Kia Financial Services. 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. See Kia.com or retailer for details. Offer expires October 31st, 2024.
Hey, Joe Mathis.
Yes, Radio Rick.
It's the 21st season of the Pigskin Report.
We're back Monday evenings from 6 o'clock until 7 with interviews with the head football coaches from Danville, Boyle County, Mercer County, Garrett County, Lincoln County, Center College head football coach Andy Fry, and UK head coach Mark Stoops.
We'll broadcast live from the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen.
The DQ of Harrodsburg Pigskin Report, Mondays from 6 o'clock until 7 on 103.9 FM WHIR, 99.5 FM WHBN, and HometownLive.net.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right, old Jackie boy, it's brought to you by our friends hanging out over at Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. They proudly represent the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Ask Mark or Chris for a free quote, and if Auto Owners Insurance makes sense for you. 859-236-6686. Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance. Mostly cloudy, a high of 76, low tonight of 56. Sunshine tomorrow and 79. Sunshine Wednesday and a high of 80. Right now it's 8:25 in the morning, 43 degrees, Monday, the 28th day of the month of October. We would love to have you on the show this morning. 859-238-WHIR, 238-9447, as we are taking a look down the timeline to see what happened on this date. The 28th day of October in history that's made this date a date to remember. A lot of baseball news, actually, today. And this date in history is all baseball clips. First of all, this date, 1981, the last time the Dodgers and Yankees met in the World Series, it was the Dodgers that won, and they clinched it on this day. 1981, in Game 6, they beat the Yankees 9-2.
Watson hits it high in the air. For the center fielder, Ken Landreau, this should do it. The Dodgers are the 1981 champions of baseball.
Try not to be too excited about that, announcer. I know you're almost overcome with emotion on that call. Let's try to dial it back a little bit. On this date, 1989, the Oakland A's won the earthquake-interrupted World Series, completing a 4-game sweep of the San Francisco Giants.
It's a ground ball to the right side, steered by Phillips, flips to Eckersley. Yes, he's there in time, and the A's are the world champions.
There you go. That's how you call it. It was on this date, 1995. The Atlanta Braves defeated the Cleveland, at that point, they were named the Indians, 1-0 to win the World Series. In Game 6, it was a David Justice solo home run, the only run that scored in that Game 6 1-0 win for the Braves. Here's a clip of that final out in the World Series.
Left center field. Grissom on the run. The team of the 90s has its world championship.
And it was on this date in 2018, the Boston Red Sox beat the LA Dodgers 5-1 in Game 5 at Dodger Stadium to win their 9th World Series in franchise history.
From the top on down, here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series. 5-1 the final tonight.
And that's what's gone on this date. October 28th, that's made this date a date to remember. Hey, are you ready for Halloween? It's coming up on Thursday. Trick-or-treat night Thursday. If you are not ready for Halloween, well, check out this ad.
Hi, folks. It's your favorite President, Donald Trump. And due to the success of the Trump Halloween costume shop, I'm happy to announce I've gotten a new shipment of costumes ready to go. I've got a big, beautiful, fraudulent ballot costume that you'll love. This one was signed by a dog. Yep, according to the radical left, dogs can vote. Isn't that something? Yes, you'll never know which fraudulent ballot costume you'll find.
I got a fraudulent ballot that was cast by a dead guy costume at the Trump Halloween costume shop. And my wife's going as a fraudulent ballot signed by Santa Claus. We like to have matching costumes, you see.
Wow, really nice. So come get your fraudulent ballot costume at the Trump Halloween costume shop. It'll be tremendous. It really will. See you soon.
There you go. Hey, tonight, hope you join us at the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen as we have our Pigskin Report. It's back tonight. We'll have interviews with all the area head football coaches. Danville coach Frank Parks and Boyle County head coach Justin Haddocks are on the show, as well as head coaches from Mercer, Garrett, Lincoln, Center College head coach Andy Fry, UK head coach Mark Stoops will be on the show as well tonight from the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen. We'll be there set up from 5 o'clock until 7. The show is from 6 o'clock until 7. Come enjoy some great food and a good time tonight at the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen talking high school football. It is 8:28 in the morning. We're 60 seconds away from bottom hour news with the Kentucky News Network.
Serving Boyle County seniors.
At A Gathering Place, we promote independence for senior citizens and adults with special needs through social, recreational, nutritional, and wellness programs that enhance quality of life. The activities that we offer are designed to keep seniors active and involved, offer socialization, promote friendship, encourage mental fitness, and positively impact overall health and wellness. To find out more, visit us at agatheringplace.org or follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or two or three or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
A high-speed police chase in Hardin County leads to one arrest last week.
On Thursday afternoon, around 4 o'clock, a Kentucky state trooper pulled over a vehicle for speeding near Mammoth Cave on I-65 North. After the trooper approached the vehicle, 26-year-old Ja'Cory King, a resident of 8 Mile, Alabama, was asked to step out of his vehicle after the smell of marijuana was detected. After a small struggle, King returned to his car and attempted to flee. A pursuit ensued that saw King's car reach speeds over 130 miles per hour until it collided with an embankment. King then exited his vehicle with a handgun and fled into a nearby cornfield. After several hours, King was arrested without incident and was placed in the Hardin County Detention Center. He's charged with several traffic-related offenses, as well as resisting arrest and possession of marijuana. I'm Joe Lincoln.
The prosecution rested on Thursday after 4 days of testimony in the Brett Hankinson federal retrial. The former Louisville Metro police officer was one of those involved in the botched raid on Breonna Taylor's apartment in 2020. Hankinson himself is expected to testify when the trial resumes later today. This is the third trial for Hankinson after a deadlocked jury in the last federal trial and after he was acquitted on state charges. He faces up to life in prison if convicted in this case. Bike Walk BG hosting its annual night ride tonight. Riders need to meet up at 5:45 this evening at the Mellow Mushroom parking lot. Rollout is for 6. Bikers will cycle a 10-mile route along greenways, through cemeteries, and down Pumpkin Alley. Riders are encouraged to wear a costume they can bike in, but to make sure they're visible to drivers, pedestrians, and other bikers. It's also advised to have lights in the front and back of the bicycle. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
My name is Chase Harrington, and I'm from Nicholasville, Kentucky. I've been singing for about 7 years. When I got into performance, I came to Studio G. I've been learning how to look good on stage, how to bring out my voice more in the songs that I sing, how to get confidence. I hear an immense difference in my voice compared to when I started coming here.
Studio G is the performing arts place. To learn more, call 859-734-4394. Studio G. The G stands for growth.
Danville Deal Maker, Bob Allen.
New Rams cost less at Bob Allen Motor Mall. Lease a new 24 Ram 2500 diesel for only $299 per month for 51 months. $13,586 plus first payment, taxes, and fees due at signing. 7,500 lease miles per year. Stock C 24307. Save more during Ram Power Days at Bob Allen Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
This is the Hometown Radio Network Information Update. Bergen School Superintendent Will Bagley has announced his retirement. In a letter addressed to Bergen's Board of Education and school community, Bagley announced that he was retiring after serving as Bergen School Superintendent for the last 7.5 years, and after 33 years total in public education. Bagley said during his time with the school, Bergen has accomplished quite a bit, including continuing to rank among the best Kentucky public school districts in the state, having record student enrollment, and seeing major facilities upgrades. Bagley's retirement is effective June of 2025. Nicholasville police is investigating a homicide and suicide that happened Saturday morning. They say they were called to a home on Edwards Drive where they found 20-year-old Isabella Walsh dead from 2 gunshot wounds. They identified Walsh's boyfriend, 21-year-old Willie Milford Jr., as the suspect. When police got the arrest warrant for Milford, they went to his family's home on Winter Circle, and as they approached that home, they say Milford took his own life. The investigation is ongoing into that incident. A woman from Pulaski County is behind bars after police say she hit and killed a man in an accident early Sunday morning. It happened just after midnight on US 27 and East Frog Hollow Road. KSP says that a 2014 gray Jeep Wrangler being driven by 19-year-old Eubank, Kentucky native Kaylee Dismuke was northbound on US 27 when she hit a moped being driven by 31-year-old Cincinnati native Dino Collins. Collins was ejected and was taken to the Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital where he was pronounced dead. KSP says they do believe alcohol was a contributor in that collision, and they arrested Dismuke on multiple charges. Kentucky County clerks, as well as Secretary of State Michael Adams, are preparing for massive turnouts this election. Election Day is a week from tomorrow, but absentee ballots have already been sent out. Excused in-person early voting is underway now, and non-excused early voting begins on Thursday. Just how big will this election day be? Adams says that more than 130,000 Kentucky voters requested absentee ballots. Adams says that indicates a, quote, massive turnout overall. Boyle County Clerk Casey McCoy told Hometown Radio the expectation is that the turnout will be somewhere between 70 and 75%. And we have results from this weekend's state marching band finals. The semifinals were held Saturday afternoon, with the top bands advancing to the state finals later on Saturday evening. In Class 2A, Mercer County finished in 4th place, while Anderson County won the state championship in Class 4A. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
The future of cool, comfortable sleep is here. Introducing the new Sleep Number Climate Cool Smart Bed. The only smart bed in the world that actively cools and effortlessly adjusts to both of you. Sleep up to 15 degrees cooler on each side. It actively cools to keep you cool and comfortable throughout the night. Save on smart beds now during our fall sale, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
The current federal government is actually going $1 trillion deeper in debt every 100 days. That's why thousands are turning to Goldco, a top-rated gold company, to diversify their savings with time-tested safe haven assets, physical gold and silver. Right now, not only is Goldco offering a free gold and silver kit, but on qualified purchases, they'll give you up to a 10% instant match in bonus silver. Call 855-838-GOLD. That's 855-838-GOLD. Performance may vary. Consult with your tax attorney or financial professional before making an investment decision.
Dear Mom, I know it's hard trying to quit smoking, but I heard something new about something that might help. It's called Kentucky's Tobacco Quit Line. It's one-on-one individual counseling over the phone with someone who can help. You can talk in private and talk at times when it's convenient. Just call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. Mom, one of these days I'll be graduating, and then maybe someday getting married. I want you to be there with me. Please try it. I love you, Rachel.
The Kentucky Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW. This message brought to you by your local health department.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Thanks, Jack. It's brought to you by our friends at Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision auto body repair. Hand of mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop. 315 Dillahay. Get a free estimate, and they work with their insurance company, fixing water leaks, window motor repair, hail damage, and doing paintless tint repair at Danville Auto Body Shop. Mostly cloudy skies. A high today of 76. A low tonight of 56. Tomorrow, sunshine and 79. Wednesday, sunshine and 80. It's 8:38 in the morning right now. It's 44 degrees in Danville. Monday, the 28th day of the month of October. And we are talking with Pim this morning. Wedding planning with Pim. What's up with you, Pimmy?
Hi, I'm Pim Stewart-Clark, and this is Wedding Planning with Pim. No matter how you announce your engagement, expect that your parents may have questions about your intended's goals, where you'll live, how you'll deal with finances and education. If one of you is divorced, the other's parents may be uneasy about what went wrong with the first marriage. Offer them a simple, reassuring statement. If one of you has children, the other's parents may be apprehensive about their son or daughter becoming an instant parent. So make an extra effort to help them get to know the children before the wedding. Once your fiancé tells his parents, they traditionally call on your parents so everyone can get acquainted. His mother might phone to invite your parents for drinks, brunch, or dinner. If your parents are divorced, the first invitation might be extended to the person who raised you. If your families live in different towns, a note from his mother to your mother saying how pleased she is that you'll be a member of the family is a thoughtful gesture. Even if your parents are old friends, this is the perfect excuse for them to have dinner together and toast the occasion. Your fiancé's parents haven't contacted your parents. You and your fiancé might get everyone together. My love note for today: celebrate your engagement, your love and commitment in a style that is personally meaningful to you.
Macy's Friends and Family is going on right now, and it's the best time to shop for all the gatherings and gifting ahead. Use your coupon or Macy's card and take an extra 30% off the latest trends, new arrivals, and the best brands like Karl Lagerfeld Paris, Steve Madden, Hotel Collection, and more. And get 15% off beauty too. Plus, get free shipping with any $25 purchase today at Macy's. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Order for Jennifer C.
Is this my double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double hot, double whip, double sleeve?
Yeah. Can you handle that much caffeine?
Hey, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Well, I do now.
Seriously, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, you just said that.
Did you say I just said that?
Yeah, I'm cutting you off.
Did you say you're cutting me off?
You earn, we match. Unlimited cashback match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
The future of cool, comfortable sleep is here. Introducing the new Sleep Number Climate Cool Smart Bed. The only smart bed in the world that actively cools and effortlessly adjusts to both of you. Sleep up to 15 degrees cooler on each side. It actively cools to keep you cool and comfortable throughout the night. Save on smart beds now during our fall sale, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Football season is here,
Do you have your picks in on Sleeper? Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats, and you can win up to 100 times your money. For new users, Sleeper will even match your first deposit with up to $100 credit to your account. Just download the Sleeper app today and use code MONDAY for a credit up to $100 match on your first deposit. That's code MONDAY. Must be 18 years in most states and in state where it is legal. Promo code and other restrictions apply. Visit sleeper.com. Please wager responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-426-2537 for help. Sponsored by Sleeper, a Blitz product.
This is how we do it at Withers Chrysler of Lawrenceburg. In 2024, they are making deals real. With their educated personal staff, they make shopping fun and buying easy.
Do you want a newer vehicle? Want a truck for under $25,000? Need your vehicle service? Needing a place that's going to treat you right? Well, Withers is the way. Check them out, Chrysler of Lawrenceburg.
This is one place I will not pass on deals with wheels for the 2024.
Talk Kentucky Sports, weekday mornings at 10 with Matt Jones and Kentucky Sports Radio, right here on AM 1230 WHIR.
Hi folks, it's Kamala Harris. Due to the success of the Kamala Costume Shop, I'm happy to announce that I've got a bunch more costumes available. Yep, I've got a wider selection than ever before. Like a convicted felon running for president costume.
You mean Trump?
No comment. Or a convicted felon running for president vampire. You know, talk about spooky.
So Trump dressed as a vampire?
I didn't say that. Or, how about a convicted felon running for President Mickey Mouse?
So Trump wearing Mickey Mouse ears?
You said it, not me.
Right.
The Kamala Costume Shop. Get your convicted felon running for president costume today.
All right, let's see what's going on in Grub Gap, the world of food where you can just eat it. Starting off with Kentucky Fried Chicken. Do you use white noise to help you sleep, like the sound of falling rain? Well, here's the new option that's much higher in saturated fat. KFC wants you to fall asleep to the sound of fried chicken. They teamed up with the wellness company Hatch to get a high-quality audio of chicken frying, and they posted a 20-minute clip on Spotify. I've got Spotify. Let me see if I can look it up for you. There's a running joke on TikTok that white noise rain, actually, the sounds they use are just fried chicken frying, so KFC ran with that. They say in addition to eating their chicken, customers can also now drift off to sleep to it thanks to the soothing sound of frying. You can check it out on the Hatch for Sleep Spotify page. Jimmy John's looks to cater to pickle lovers with the introduction of a brand new sandwich made of pickles. It's called the Pickle Witch, delivering on the all-signature flavors. Give me 1 second. Here we go. It debuts in 2 varieties, the Vito Pickle Witch and the Turkey Pickle Witch, featuring 2 giant, crunchy, kosher dill pickles instead of a bun. The Vito Pickle Witch features premium meat from the chain's original Vito sandwich, including salami, capicola, and provolone cheeses, along with lettuce, tomatoes, onions, oil, and vinegar, and oregano, basil, all served between 2 halves of a juicy Jimmy pickle. The Turkey Pickle Witch consists of premium turkey and provolone cheese paired with freshly sliced tomato sandwiched between 2 halves of a crisp and juicy Jimmy pickle. So you can have a pickle instead of a bun. And hey, Subway readies for this year's holiday season with the introduction of what they're calling the Ultimate Cookie Lover's Gift. It's the double chocolate peppermint footlong cookie, bursting with merry mint flavor to spread the holiday cheer. The new double chocolate peppermint footlong cookie features the brand's double chocolate cookie dough, loaded up with chocolate and white chocolate chips, all swirled with peppermint extract and finished with a sprinkling of crushed red and white candy cane pieces. Suggested price of $5 and under at Subway. Subway with a new double chocolate peppermint footlong cookie. Jimmy John's unveils the pickle sandwich. KFC wants you to fall asleep to the sound of fried chicken. Grub Gab, the world of food where you can just eat it. All right, I've looked on Spotify. I cannot find this Kentucky Fried Chicken. I even looked up Hatch. I looked up Hatch Kentucky Fried Chicken, Hatch KFC. Says you can check the Hatch for Sleep Spotify page. Let me check that out. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find it on here. So we'll have to check that out later. A audio clip of Kentucky Fried Chicken frying. Oh, here it is. Wait a minute. I just found it. So this is what it would sound like. I didn't even have it on Spotify. Kentucky Fried Chicken putting you to sleep. Here it is. Is it the sound of rain falling, or is it the sound of chicken frying? Could you sleep to this? That's the purpose of it. It was uploaded 10 days ago. Frying chicken as KFC and Hatch team up. It's 8:47 in the morning. We see what's gone on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history coming up next.
The future of cool, comfortable sleep is here. Introducing the new Sleep Number Climate Cool Smart Bed. The only smart bed in the world that actively cools and effortlessly adjusts to both of you. Sleep up to 15 degrees cooler on each side. It actively cools to keep you cool and comfortable throughout the night. Save on smart beds now during our fall sale, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Football season is here. Do you have your picks in on Sleeper? Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats, and you can win up to 100 times your money. For new users, Sleeper will even match your first deposit with up to $100 credit to your account. Just download the Sleeper app today and use code MONDAY for a credit up to $100 match on your first deposit. That's code MONDAY. Must be 18 years in most states and in state where it is legal. Promo code and other restrictions apply. Visit sleeper.com. Please wager responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-426-2537 for help. Sponsored by Sleeper, a Blitz product.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky football came out strong Saturday night, jumping out to a 10-0 lead. Then it just died as Auburn won its first SEC game of the year 24-10. Head coach Mark Stoops benched quarterback Brock Vandegrift in favor of Gavin Wimsatt, saying he just wanted to see what he could do with the Cats. Auburn running back Jarquez Hunter had a career-high 278 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns to lead the Tigers to the win. UK is still winless in conference play at home. Kentucky visits 7th-ranked Tennessee this Saturday on Z105. Elsewhere, Center College improved to 4-0 in the SAA, defeating Southwestern on the road 38-28. Colonels are now 6-1 overall. Eastern Kentucky downed winless Utah Tech 28-17. Friday night, Louisville rallied from a 20-point deficit to win on the road at Boston College 31-27. The Cards are now 5-3 overall and 3-2 in the ACC. U of L is at number 11 Clemson this week. The high school football regular season ends this Friday. Last week, Mercer County got by Garrett County 16-14. Unbeaten Boyle County rolled at Wayne County 55-0. And winless Danville fell at Breathitt County 50-0. Join Rick Schobel and Joe Mathis tonight as they talk to the area coaches from 6 to 7 on the DQ High School Pigskin Report from the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen on WHIR-FM and WHBN-FM. It streams at hometownlive.net. Baseball shifts to the East Coast in New York tonight for Game 3 of the World Series. The L.A. Dodgers own a 2-0 lead over the Yankees. L.A. got a walk-off grand slam from Freddie Freeman in the bottom of the 10th to win the opener Friday night 6-3. Then in Game 2, L.A. pitching held New York to just 1 hit over 8 innings before holding on for a 4-2 win. Game 3 starters will be Walter Buehler of Lexington for the Dodgers, while the Yankees go with Clark Schmidt. In the NFL Sunday, Cleveland surprised Baltimore 29-24 as the Browns ended a 6-game losing streak. The Bengals were spanked by the Eagles 37-17. The Lions crushed the Titans 50-14. The Texans nipped the Colts 23-20. And last night, the 49ers knocked off the Cowboys 30-24. Tonight, the Steelers host the Giants. In NASCAR action, Tyler Reddick used some superlative racing moves to pass Denny Hamlin and Ryan Blaney on the last 2 laps to win the Straight Talk Wireless Cup race at the Homestead Miami Speedway. The girls' 12th Region Volleyball Tournament begins tonight at West Jessamine. Boyle County faces Trinity Christian at 6:30. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
This is how we doing it with this Chrysler of Lawrenceburg. In 2024, they are making deals real. With their educated personal staff, they make shopping fun and buying easy.
Do you want a newer vehicle? Want a truck for under $25,000? Need your vehicle service? Needing a place that's going to treat you right? Well, Withers is the way. Check them out, Chrysler of Lawrenceburg.
This is one place I will not pass on deals with wheels for the 2024.
The Boyle County Health Department HANDS program is a voluntary home visitation program for moms, dads, and families. We provide information on prenatal care, nutrition, safety, and child development. Through HANDS, you will receive support, information, and activities that will help you and your baby navigate early parenthood together. Our goals are to support healthy child growth and development, ensure safe homes, and help parents reach the goals they have for their children and their family. For more information, please call the Boyle County Health Department at 859-236-2053. Every family needs an extra pair of hands.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right, old Jackie boy, thank you for that, buddy. Brought to you by Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet in Harrisburg, specializing in discount waterproof vinyl flooring, hardwood tile, and carpet remnant. Shop and save at all types of floor coverings. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet, 540 North College Street. Sunshine right now, cloudy skies later on. A high today of 76, a low tonight of 56. Sunshine and 79, the high tomorrow. Wednesday, sunshine and 80. Thursday, rain showers are likely and a high of 76. Right now, it is 8:53 in the morning, 43 degrees right here in Danville as we take a look down the timeline to see what happened on this date, October 28th. In rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. Starting off on this date in history back in 1967, where this group and their greatest hits album started a 5-week run at number 1 on the U.S. album charts.
I need love to ease my mind.
Diana Ross and the Supremes' greatest hits, a 5-weeker at number 1, although original member Florence Ballard is pictured on the cover and sings on all the tracks. By the time this album was released, she had already been kicked from the group and replaced by Cindy Birdsong. Diana Ross and the Supremes on this date, 1967. It was on this day, rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history in the year 1969, where singer-songwriter and instrumentalist Ben Harper was born. This song was really popular when I was in high school. Still My Kisses.
Always have to steal my kiss from you.
2-time Grammy Award winner Ben Harper, winning award for Best Pop Instrumental Performance and Best Traditional Soul Gospel Album in 2005. Ben Harper, this day, 1969.
Now I love to feel that warm southern rain. Just to hear it fall is the sweetest sounding thing. And to see it fall on your simple country dress. Fly heaven to me, I must confess. 'Cause I always have to steal my kisses from you.
It was on this day, rock and roll, pop, R&B music history, 1972, where this album was released, the 15th album by this artist.
You are the sunshine of my life.
The album called Talking Book by Stevie Wonder.
That's why I'll always be around.
The album's first track, You Are the Sunshine of My Life, hit number 1 on the Billboard charts, earned Wonder his first Grammy Award. The album featured a guest appearance of Jeff Beck on the track Superstition as well. On this day, 1972, Stevie Wonder at number 1.
I feel like this is the beginning. Though I've loved you for a million years, and if I thought our love was...
He was on this day, Rock and Roll Pop R&B, October the 28th, 1989. This artist started a 4-week run at number 1 on the U.S. album chart with this album.
Let's work together to improve our way of life. Your voice has been protest.
Rhythm Nation 1814 by Janet Jackson, only one of 3 albums to produce 7 top 10 U.S. singles. The other being Thriller by Michael Jackson and Bruce Springsteen's album Born in the USA. On this day, 1989, Janet Jackson, 4-weeker at number 1, an album that made a little history, one of 3 to have 7 top 10 singles. There you go, Janet Jackson. Stevie Wonder, Diana Ross and the Supremes, and Ben Harper have made their mark on this date, October 28th, in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. It's 8:57 in the morning. We are about 2.5 minutes away from Top Hour News on The Joe Show.
Chicken so good, it's gotta be Lee's. Lee's famous recipe of Danville's honored to have served the community of Danville, Boyle County since 1972. They know how tough it is out there with high food prices, so they've got the answer for you. Lee's $6 meals. You won't get any more bang for your buck in town. Choose from 2 strips, 2 pieces of dark meat, livers, or gizzards with a side of your choice, a homestyle buttermilk biscuit, and a drink, all just $6. Try Lee's brand new chicken nugget meal and make it a combo. They have the famous chicken sandwiches, regular or spicy, and if you didn't know they serve fish, you need to try it. You'll get hooked. Don't feel like cooking tonight? Feed the family with an 8, 12, 16, or 20-piece meal that comes with large shareable sides and their homestyle buttermilk biscuits. They also cater and are available on delivery through DoorDash at Lee's mobile app. Call the chicken specialist, Danville's Lee's famous recipe, at 859-236-8777 or visit them on South 4th Street. It's chicken so good, it's gotta be Lee's. Oh, gotta be Lee's. Oh, gotta be Lee's.
Planning a wedding? Paying for a wedding? Attending a wedding? Hi, this is Pim Fitzgerald-Clark with Wedding Planning with Pim, inviting you to join us Monday through Friday after the 8:30 morning news on WHIR AM 1230. I'll give you sound wedding planning advice and money-saving tips, information you need, and you'll get it all right here at your favorite radio station, WHIR AM 1230.
Some love him and some hate him. But everybody listens to Sean Hannity weekdays at 3 and Saturdays at 10 on AM 1230 WHIR.
All right, 9 o'clock in the morning. Coming your way. Clark Hanna, Medicare Monday, be on here at 9:10, 9:35. Ben Garant joining us for a gathering place. And hey, little Burke's Bakery Monday, too. The donuts have been delivered. Do I want chocolate? Do I want blueberry? Do I want donut holes? Do I want jelly-filled? I'll make my decision coming up next.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. A reported capacity crowd at Madison Square Garden for former President Trump's rally is being overshadowed by an anti-Puerto Rico joke made by one of the event's speakers. Comedian Tony Hinchcliffe said this.
I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
Numerous GOP lawmakers have denounced the comment, and a Trump campaign senior advisor said in a statement, the comedian's comment does not reflect the views of the former president. Ricky Martin, who's from Puerto Rico, posted a clip of the comedian adding, "This is what they think of us." Vice President Harris is campaigning in Michigan for the second straight day as she and running mate Tim Walz will be in Ann Arbor today. On Sunday, Harris was at a rally in Kalamazoo with former First Lady Michelle Obama. Lyft will pay just over $2 million in penalties to the Federal Trade Commission for deceptive claims related to how much money drivers can earn. A lawsuit by the Department of Justice accused Lyft of violating federal laws by making deceptive claims. The World Series shifts to the Bronx tonight as the Yankees try and come back from a 2-0 series deficit. In New York, Scott Pringle.
Well, some fans like Paul feel the Yankees will come back and win this series.
We all have to remember back in 1996, the Yankees lost the first two in Atlanta and came back and won the final one in Game 6 in New York, so not worried.
But Donald does not see it happening.
Definitely not confident now after, seeing the first two games. Dodgers just look good. Their hitters are looking good, but
the average ticket prices for the first World Series game in the Bronx since 2009 cost around $3,000.
And Shohei is okay to play. That's the word from Los Angeles Dodgers manager Dave Roberts after Ohtani partially dislocated his left shoulder attempting to steal second base. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
You have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS? This is important news. The IRS just rolled out a new program to help struggling taxpayers more easily resolve their tax problems. It's called the Taxpayer Relief Initiative, and it opens up powerful new options for people looking to get back on the right track with the IRS. And no one knows this program like the professionals at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution company. They've resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients and have the expertise and experience to help you. One easy call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries of wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Make today the beginning of your fresh start with the IRS. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation.
Call 800-682-9928. 800-682-9928. 800-682-9928.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Delta Airlines is suing CrowdStrike, as Katie Gray explains.
Delta Airline has filed a lawsuit against its cybersecurity company CrowdStrike, alleging that the faulty update caused a worldwide technology outage in July, resulting in thousands of canceled flights and over $500 million in losses for the airline. CrowdStrike denied the claim, stating that Delta is misinformed and trying to shift blame for its slow recovery. The U.S. Department of Transportation is investigating the incident. The AJC reports that Delta claimed that CrowdStrike failed to test the update before rolling it out globally.
A federal judge isn't granting an official gag order in Sean Diddy Combs' sex trafficking case. Chris Coraggio with details.
Diddy's lawyers requested a gag order be placed against government agencies who are investigating his case. They claim federal employees have been leaking information to the news media. On Friday, a Manhattan judge announced he would not impose a gag order, releasing a statement saying he's found no evidence of wrongdoing so far. The judge also said both sides are expected to abide by existing laws which prohibit lawyers or investigators from revealing information that would interfere with a fair trial.
A book is returned to a library in New Jersey more than 100 years after it was due back. More from David Folk Thomas.
ABC 7 reports a woman clearing out her bookshelf in Colorado came across a copy of Shakespeare's Life of King Henry V, which her grandmother had given to her back in 1955. A library card inside the book said it was due back to the public library in Paterson on February 1st, 1923. The person's name on the card who checked out the book was not recognized by the woman who found it. After it was returned, the library waived the 10 cents a day late fee, which totaled nearly $3,900.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Turn up your radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
You know, Dan Scavino's worked for President Trump forever, years, decades. And he put something out with all of this rhetoric that is about, Trump and Hitler and Trump and Stalin and Trump and Mussolini and Trump a Nazi and Trump a fascist. What part of we just had two would-be assassins. One got shots off and came within a millimeter of assassinating Donald Trump. Do these people not understand? What part of that are they missing? We had a would-be assassin. For this to be going on is disgusting. It is repulsive. This is their closing argument because they can't run on are you better off than you were 4 years ago, because nothing is better off than 4 years ago.
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
You know, autumn leaves, they're beautiful until they start clogging up your gutters. You're busy enough this season without having to get up on a ladder, that horrible, dirty job, and clean out your gutters. Whether you're tired of unclogging your gutters or you don't even know what they look like, well, it's time for a permanent solution to protect your biggest investment, your home, and that is Leaf Filter. And right now you can save up to 30% off your entire purchase at leaffilter.com/Hannity. Now, clogs aren't just a nuisance. They can cause extensive water damage. Let Leaf Filter's trusted pros help protect your home from flooding, roof damage, rotting siding, foundation issues, and much more. They're going to clean out, realign, seal your gutters before they even install Leaf Filter and their award-winning patented technology. Never get on a ladder and clean out those gutters again with Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system. Get your free inspection up to 30% off your entire purchase. Go to leaffilter.com/Hannity. That's leaffilter.com/Hannity today. T representative for warranty.
The future of cool, comfortable sleep is here. Introducing the new Sleep Number Climate Cool Smart Bed. The only smart bed in the world that actively cools and effortlessly adjusts to both of you. Sleep up to 15 degrees cooler on each side. It actively cools to keep you cool and comfortable throughout the night. Save on smart beds now during our fall sale, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Football season is here. Do you have your picks in on Sleeper? Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats, and you could win up to 100 times your money. For new users, Sleeper will even match your first deposit with up to $100 credit to your account. Just download the Sleeper app today and use code MONDAY for a credit up to $100 match on your first deposit. That's code MONDAY. Must be 18 years in most states and in state where it is legal. Promo code and other restrictions apply. Visit sleeper.com. Please wager responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-426-2537 for help. Sponsored by Sleeper, a Blitz product.
This is the Hometown Radio Network Information Update. Bergen School Superintendent Will Bagley has announced his retirement. In a letter addressed to Bergen's Board of Education and school community, Bagley announced that he was retiring after serving as Bergen School Superintendent for the last 7.5 years and after 33 years total in public education. Bagley said during his time with the school, Bergen has accomplished quite a bit, including continuing to rank among the best Kentucky public school districts in the state, having record student enrollment, and seeing major facilities upgrades. Bagley's retirement is effective June of 2025. Nicholasville police is investigating a homicide and suicide that happened Saturday morning. They say they were called to a home on Edwards Drive where they found 20-year-old Isabella Walsh dead from 2 gunshot wounds. They identified Walsh's boyfriend, 21-year-old Willie Milford Jr., as the suspect. When police got the arrest warrant for Milford, they went to his family's home on Winter Circle, and as they approached that home, they say Milford took his own life. The investigation is ongoing into that incident. A woman from Pulaski County is behind bars after police say she hit and killed a man in an accident early Sunday morning. It happened just after midnight on US 27 and East Frog Hollow Road. KSP says that a 2014 gray Jeep Wrangler being driven by 19-year-old Eubank, Kentucky native Kaylee Dismuke was northbound on US 27 when she hit a moped being driven by 31-year-old Cincinnati native Dino Collins. Collins was ejected and was taken to the Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital where he was pronounced dead. KSP says they do believe alcohol was a contributor in that collision, and they arrested Dismuke on multiple charges. Kentucky County clerks, as well as Secretary of State Michael Adams, are preparing for massive turnouts this election. Election Day is a week from tomorrow, but absentee ballots have already been sent out. Excused in-person early voting is underway now, and non-excused early voting begins on Thursday. Just how big will this election day be? Adams says that more than 130,000 Kentucky voters requested absentee ballots. Adams says that indicates a, quote, massive turnout overall. Boyle County Clerk Casey McCoy told Hometown Radio the expectation is that the turnout will be somewhere between 70 and 75%. And we have results from this weekend's state marching band finals. The semifinals were held Saturday afternoon, with the top bands advancing to the state finals later on Saturday evening. In Class 2A, Mercer County finished in 4th place, while Anderson County won the state championship in Class 4A. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right, Jack, and I appreciate that, buddy. Brought to you by the Little Sign Shop. For new owners and operators, they offer all types of quality signs at affordable prices, many within 24 hours. They're in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet at the Little Sign Shop, 859-238-7391. Sunshine, and then becoming cloudy later, high of 76. Hello tonight of 56. Sunshine and 79 tomorrow. Sunshine and 80 on Wednesday. And then what do you know? The one day of the month we're actually going to get some rain. It's going to be on Halloween night, Thursday. Trick-or-treating could be hampered by some rain showers. And a high Thursday of 76. Right now it's 9:11 in the morning. 44 degrees, and we are joined in studio by Clark Hanna, our Medicare expert on the Medicare Monday. Good morning, Clark. How are you?
Joe, how are you today?
I am doing great, Clark. Appreciate you being on here this morning. Let's make this segment official. Here's Jim Parman.
The following is a paid program.
Thank you for that, Jim. Clark, been a while since we talked, and we are kind of right here in the middle of some important things going on in the annual Medicare calendar, aren't we?
Yep, we're in annual enrollment period right now.
Annual enrollment period. Okay, so, again, break it down for me. What is annual enrollment? What is the AEP?
Well, what it is, it's a time for seniors, people that are on Medicare, to change their plan, make sure that they're in their right plan going into 2025, just making sure with all the changes that are going on in Medicare, that they're doing the right thing for themselves.
Yeah, so this is the time where, with changes that happen, they need to make sure those that are on Medicare have the right plan that fits them. And the best way to do that, Clark, would be to, I would say, is to call you to make sure you go over the plan with them.
Get a hold of me or get a hold of somebody that they know that are a Medicare broker that sells both Advantage plans and or supplements to make such that it's going to be a fit for them going into next year.
There you go. Clark, I talked with one of your clients the other day.
Who's that?
It was James the gardener.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, James was in here. He's like, yeah, we got a meeting with Clark. This was like last week. And I'm like, how's Clark doing for you? He said, oh, he's doing great. Clark does awesome. So there you go, Clark.
Yep, there we go.
A rousing 2 thumbs up review for Clark Hanna. Clark, if people do have any questions for you, you're very active in making sure that you're meeting face-to-face, if at all possible, with these clients. Why is that so important to you?
Why it's important to me so they have a face to go with a voice, and they know that they can reach me, because sometimes if they do these call-ins, they're not going to get hold of the same person. And a lot of times I call them ones and dones, where somebody will call to reach out for them to get their plan changed, right, wrong, or indifferent, and then they try to call back to get some questions answered or need some assistance with their plan, and it's a hard task to get that done.
Yeah, just being able to see someone and talk to them face-to-face is so much easier than doing it on the phone. I mean, it's the same way in this job, too. I'd much rather do a face-to-face interview than I would a phone interview.
Yep.
Because you can read the person's facial reactions. Do they like it? Do they not like it? How are they feeling about this or that? Maybe we need to change this or that, and it certainly gives you a better read on that. Clark, if people have any questions for you, maybe they want to set up a meeting with you. Maybe they're confused. They're looking at all these Medicare plans, and they have no idea which one that they want to pick. What's the best way you can get in touch with you?
502-471-1034, and get a hold of Linda. I don't have Linda's number.
I used to have a card up here for Linda. Let me see if I still have one. Yeah, here we go. 859-516-2136.
Yep, that's her.
Is Linda's number, 859-516-2136, or 502-471-1034. Clark, what's on your agenda today? Where are you headed to today?
Oh, we're pretty local today. Danville, Harrodsburg. We also are in the Harrodsburg Walmart. Linda's in there taking appointments. So we're in there like 3 days out of the week.
Okay.
Trying to get some questions answered if you haven't, or get things set up for appointments. People that are, that do their shopping there, try to get all that stuff done.
Yeah. If someone were to call you today, Clark, how far out would they be with an appointment for you?
Oh, That's a Linda question. That's not
No,
a Clark question.
Linda just tells you where to go. And
That's
where
right.
You go.
That's
Yeah.
right. She gives me the broom and I sweep.
Yes, I understand. So Linda would be, so if they called you, you'd be like, well, make sure you call Linda and we'll get an appointment scheduled for you then.
Yep.
She's handling all the scheduling.
Yep.
There you go. Clark Hanna, Medicare broker. If you have any questions, give Linda or Clark a call, 859-516-2136 or 502-471-1034. Clark, what's the question, with this being the annual enrollment period, what's the question you're seeing the most from people who are meeting with you?
What are all the changes going into 2025? And there are, so next year there's no more what they call donut hole. Okay, so with that donut hole, there used to be and a lot of it was in effect to name brand medications. So how that's going to go into effect into 2025, not having the donut hole.
Okay.
So what that means is the client is going to pay more up on the front end, or the person on, and then it'll back off, their payments will back off the later part of the year.
How big, Clark, of a mistake is it for someone who has a plan that worked well for them last year to just assume that that plan is going to work well for them again?
Well, last week I had somebody, a $1,200 difference in their drug medications.
Same exact plan.
The same exact plan.
$1,200 difference a month?
$1,200. And I'll give you, Linda's husband, there was we had to change his plan due to certain medication that he was on, where it was going to cost them, I think it was like $600 worth another carrier, nothing.
That's crazy.
Yep.
So this is why
it's all about the drug formula.
Yeah, so this is why we say, like, don't just assume that what you did last year fits you this year, or you're reading something and think this is going to be the best. Make sure you know it's going to be the best for you. Call Clark and make sure you get an appointment set up with Clark. It's a Medicare Monday, 9:18 in the morning. Clark will step aside, come back, and we've got some real questions from some real people. Questions with Clark. And we'll have that coming up right after this. It's 9:18 in the morning. It is 44 degrees on a Medicare Monday here on The Joe Show.
Hi, I'm Brent Blevins, Public Health Director of the Boyle County Health Department, with an important message. The American Cancer Society estimates that nearly 3,500 deaths per year in Kentucky can be attributed to lung cancer. Most people are aware that cigarette smoking may contribute to lung cancer, but are unaware of another serious lung cancer threat, radon. In fact, the Environmental Protection Agency states that prolonged exposure to elevated levels of radon gas is the second leading cause of lung cancer. Now, you may be asking yourself a few questions like, what is an elevated level of radon? Where does radon come from? Or how can I tell if radon is in my home? Your Boyle County Health Department stands ready to answer your questions and help determine if your family may be at risk. Simply contact our environmental staff at 859-236-2053. The health of your family depends on it.
Hey, it's me again. That's right, I'm Jerry Farmer, and I'm still cutting up. Still Cutting Up is a place to go when you need a fresh cut or a mini afro. Perms, colors, nails, too. Braids, highlights, and even updo. I know you done heard of us, so get with it. I know you need your hair did. Here's our digit, 238-7899. Bob your head while I rhyme. 24/7, we won't be beat. 365 on South 4th Street. See ya.
Authentic Mexican grocery store, cakes, fresh produce, piñatas, boots, belts, and more. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. Family owned and operated, offering the best Mexican products created. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. And to make your tummy smile, Taco Yumas, the on-site food truck that's also available for catering and events. So where do you go for authentic Mexican product? La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. In Danville on Houstonville Road.
Planning a wedding? Paying for a wedding? Attending a wedding? Hi, this is Pim Fitzgerald-Clark with Wedding Planning with Pim, inviting you to join us Monday through Friday after the 8:30 morning news on WHIR AM 1230. I'll give you sound wedding planning advice and money-saving tips, information you need, and you'll get it all right here at your favorite radio station, WHIR AM 1230.
Hi, I'm Adam Hopkins, security officer at Farmers National Bank, and a current scam is telling people to send cash money through a crypto ATM. No bank will ever tell you to transmit money through a crypto ATM, ever. If in doubt, contact us or local authorities.
Be prepared for what Mother Nature brings. Keep up to date with weather forecasts here every hour on WHIR.
9:21 in the morning. We are with Clark Hanna, Medicare broker, Medicare expert on a Medicare Monday right here on The Joe Show, WHIR, Danville, and we're talking with Clark. And Clark, here's some questions. Questions with Clark. Real questions from real people. All right, ready for this?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. There was one that I just had. Okay, here it is. This person says, I have Medicare A, B, and D prescription coverage. Plus, I also have my state's Medicaid that covers my Medicare premium and prescription copays. Following it so far, Clark?
Yep.
Okay. And this person says, because I am so poor, what this person says, my prescription copays have always been $1 and $3. I qualify for the highest amount of subsidy. Next year, they're increasing that to $4 and $12, which with regular monthly 22 prescriptions is a huge increase. I couldn't get any straight answers from Medicare, Social Security, or Medicaid on why this is happening, except that if I went to a Medicare Advantage plan, I might get more assistance. But I've already researched those, and they don't cover half the medications I'm on or several of my specialist doctors. Any advice?
I would disagree with her evaluation on Advantage plans. She is going to get more benefits. I barely ever see, usually if she is on the highest level of Medicaid, everything for her should be, her or him should be $0 cost.
Okay.
Because what happens is that Advantage plan is covering the majority of the cost, which is 80%. Okay. And then Medicaid, which is state, Medicare federal, Medicaid, which is state, they're going to pick up the other 20%. And that person, depending on where this person lives, it should be, yeah, she should not have any cost.
So you would say, call Clark Hanna. That's what, well, I would say call Clark Hanna. I mean,
I would say call a broker. That's what I would say.
Well, you're the expert broker. So call Clark. I mean, like this person, you're saying I disagree with what she says. So make sure you call someone like Clark and get answers like this.
Now, as this person also stated, she is on a drug plan. She has A, B, and D. So that D, yes, she does right now. The way her formula is, she probably does have some out-of-pocket costs on her medications. If she switches over to an Advantage plan, she should not have any.
Okay. There you go. Question number 2 for you, Clark. This person says, I'm a 66-year-old male, have not yet started taking Social Security, and only signed up for Medicare A last year. I'm on my wife's employer's health plan. I am now looking to begin taking Social Security and possibly full Medicare. My understanding is that your Medicare payments are based on your previous year's income. Is that right, Clark? There's more to this question, but is that right? Is Medicare payments, are that based on your previous year's income?
Well, there is, yeah. I mean, depending on what that person's salary is, it's not from the year before. It's maybe like a 3-year window there.
Okay.
But there again, I mean, you're in the 6-figure income for that Medicare premium to go up.
Okay. So this person says, I was single and made less money previously and now married almost 2 years, so total household income is higher. Last year was the first year we filed joint taxes. So bottom line, are Medicare payments based on total household income or just my own?
My own.
Okay, so how much you make, not how much you filed on taxes as a joint tax return.
Correct.
It's how much you individually make.
That's the way I understand it, yes.
Okay. And you mentioned the window. This person says total householding, or says a 2-year look-back window, not one. That's what this person says. So you were saying that there is a window period there.
Yep.
So like if you won the lottery or something like that, You were dirt poor the year before, but you win the $1 billion in the lottery.
Yeah, then your Medicare payments for your Part B is going to be higher than somebody else that's just making $150,000 or less.
Okay. There you go. All right, question number 3. Here we go. This person says, a question on Medicare with Medigap.
Okay.
The drugstore said I had to pay for COVID and flu shots. They handed me a bunch of paper which had me as the payer and mentioned Plan D. These are Plan B vaccinations. Is there something I'm missing, or did the pharmacy just mess up?
Depending on what the vaccination is, it sounds like they're messing up.
The pharmacy is?
Yeah.
So vaccinations, the shot should be covered.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So do they call the pharmacy, or do they call Clark Hanna?
Well, we got to call the carrier, and we got to call. We got to make
calls
sure
to be
that
made.
we got to make sure that everything's coded right, and make sure that everybody's on the same page.
How much is a flu or a COVID shot without insurance or without Medicare? Is it like $5?
I'm not really sure.
So I wonder how many people are like, okay.
I know on Medicare it's nothing.
Okay. I just wonder how many people are like, okay, if they messed up, it's only $5. I'll just pay it instead. But you want to make sure that it's right, that you're getting
right.
what you're paying for and stuff.
Yep.
So. Here's
like,
one.
Like they said, like they had the shingle shots. I know when shingle shots first come out, for some reason they were not covered, and they were like $100 and some odd bucks. But then they got it figured out where it was covered.
Here's one. Hi, all. I am 65 now and working with creditable insurance. I have not applied yet, but planning to apply for Social Security retirement in 6 months to a year. Will I automatically enroll in Plan A, which I am eligible for it free, and have to apply for it additionally? I stopped HSA like 4 months before reaching 65. No penalty as a result if I go on Plan A in 6 months? ? I'm not going to undo HSA. Instead, I like to prolong the Plan A to avoid a penalty.
Okay, so they're automatically going to get Part A when they turn the age of 65.
Automatically.
Yep. They should automatically send them a card.
Okay.
Now, you do have to apply for Part B,
okay,
which is medical.
Mm-hmm.
Part A is hospital. Part B is medical.
Okay, last one for you here, Clark. My employer's, that person says it was Blue Cross Blue Shield is what they had for insurance. My employer's Blue Cross plan contracts to Invicor and Carillon for pre-approvals. I don't know what that means. Anyway,
Carillon is a delivery service for your medications.
Okay, so I guess that's who they get their medications delivered to, just their contract with Blue Cross.
Yep.
I had some problems with these people as they seem all too eager to deny physician-requested tests and treatment. Does Medicare require the same level of scrutiny as these private insurers are doing now for treatment? There's a recent ProPublica story about this trend. Said apparently, so can you drop an employer health care and sign up for Medicare?
Yep. At the age of 60, at the age of 65, yes.
Okay, would that be now? They would do that now? I mean, this is the annual enrollment period, right?
Yep, they need to do it now.
So if you're going to do that, then now's the time to start doing that.
Yeah, but when they, like I said, there's a 7-month window there when they turn 65. 3 months before their birth month and 3 months after, in which they can sign up for Medicare.
Okay.
All right, and then it becomes a possibility of waiting till the first of the following year to re-sign up.
Clark Hanna, he's got the answers. You got the questions about Medicare. Clark's got the answers. Give him a call. He'd love to talk to you. Sit down if you have not met with him before and you're hearing this segment and saying, I just want to sit down and make sure the plan that I have is right for me. Clark's the one that can help you out. He will sort through these plans. Clark, how much does it cost to meet with you?
Nothing.
$0 and 0 cents. Clark would love to meet with you and to discuss your options. 859-516-2136. Get your name on the books, and Clark, they'll get you down for an appointment, and Clark will meet with you. It's the annual enrollment period right now, so now's a great time. Clark is busy, but he's got time in his schedule to meet with you, and he wants you to get your name on the schedule. 859-516-2136. Or 502-471-1034 for Clark Hanna on a Medicare Monday. Clark, appreciate you being on.
All right, thank you, Joe.
Absolutely. It's 9:30 in the morning, and we've got bottom hour news coming your way next. And Ben Garant, who is reaching in our donut box, is in studio here as well, and we'll talk with Ben from a Gathering Place, Senior Activity Center, and Adult Day Health Care Center. Coming up next.
This is the Kentucky News Network. This week starts the defensive part of the Hankinson federal retrial.
Federal prosecutors rested their case Thursday in the retrial of Brent Hankinson, and the former Louisville Metro police officer is expected to take the stand in his own defense when the attorneys present their case starting Monday. He's charged with civil rights violations for firing 10 shots blindly into Breonna Taylor's apartment and a neighboring unit during the raid that killed the young woman in 2020. Hankinson testified in his own defense when he was tried and acquitted on state charges in Jefferson County, and he testified in his first federal case that ended in a mistrial. He's facing up to life in prison if convicted. I'm Brian Combs.
The Kentucky Supreme Court is keeping executions in the state on hold. State Attorney General Michael Coleman asked for things to resume after the Department of Corrections changed its rules for lethal injection procedures, but the state high court was unanimous in its denial. The block on executions in Kentucky started with the case of Ralph Bays. He was sentenced to death in Rowan County in the 1990s for killing 2 police officers. His attorneys argued some lethal injection protocols were unconstitutional. Meantime, the Supreme Court also says a deputy shot by a fellow officer can sue his supervisor in the city of Georgetown. Jamie Morales was paralyzed by the gunshot in 2018. A lawsuit against fellow officers involved in the shooting was dismissed Thursday due to qualified immunity, but now he can sue the supervisor in the city. Morales was shot in the back while trying to detain a man at a rest area off I-75 in Georgetown. An investigation by the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force has led to the arrest of an Owensboro man. Police have identified Philip Erb as a suspect during the investigation, which led to a search of his home on Ralph Avenue last week. Police recovered child sexual abuse material and methamphetamines. He'll face charges for possessing both. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The future of cool, comfortable sleep is here. Introducing the new Sleep Number Climate Cool Smart Bed. The only smart bed in the world that actively cools and effortlessly adjusts to both of you. Sleep up to 15 degrees cooler on each side. It actively cools to keep you cool and comfortable throughout the night. Save on smart beds now during our fall sale, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Do you have a special needs child or an older adult in your home? The risk of them leaving the house unnoticed is real and terrifying, but you can protect your loved ones with Vivint Home Security. Right now, Vivint is offering a free doorbell camera with any new plan, plus free installation and low monthly monitoring plans. Call 800-953-6693. That's 800-953-6693. Monthly service agreement required for free installation.
Take your ride to the next level in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Next level rides with next level savings. Score 1.9% financing on 2024 models like Kia Sorento, Sportage, and Forte.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Next level savings start at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
1.9% APR financing up to 48 months at $21.22 per month per thousand financed on 2024 Kia Sorento and Sportage and Forte. Not all buyers will qualify for financing. Good through Kia Financial Services. 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. See Kia.com or retailer for details. Offer expires October 31st, 2024.
Are you considering starting a business or expanding your existing business? Are you looking for a stable partner you can trust to help you understand your options? This is Ricky Peterson. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank at the Danville Main Street office. As a part of your community, I'm here to help you understand the best options for you today and in the future. Give me a call at 859-236-9822. Let me show you what Uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, Uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Step into Papa's Quick Stop across from the Boyle County Fairgrounds and discover the enchanting world of Candleberry candles in the huge Candleberry Corner. Refresh your world with our array of fresh cargo scents for cars for $1.99, tantalizing tarts $7.99, and delightful room sprays for $9.50. Small jars are $14.99, large jars $25.99, grand candy jars for $89.99, and a large selection of cookie jars for that special someone at $159.99. Visit us at Papa's Quick Stop across from the Boyle County Fairgrounds for an exhilarating experience.
You will see Dracula. You will see...
Silence!
Boyle County High School will be performing Dracula for their fall play on October 24th through 26th and November 1st and 2nd at 7:30 p.m. with a Halloween show on October 31st at 8:30 p.m. You can get tickets at thebcpac.com.
Tickets only cost you your soul.
Or just $15.
There will be blood, scares, and darkness, so be wary and don't forget your garlic.
October 24th through 26th and November 1st and 2nd at 7:30 p.m. with the Halloween show on October 31st at 8:30 p.m.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at O'Charlie's in Danville. Tomorrow, a $10 Chuck Tuesday. Enjoy $10 entrees. Choose from Buttermilk Burger, grilled chicken dinners, and hand-battered fish and chips. O'Charlie's in the Danville Manor Shopping Center. All right, you get sunshine. A high today of 76, a low tonight of 56. Sunshine tomorrow, and a high of 79 on Wednesday. Sunny and 80 on Thursday. What about it? The best day of the month, so to say. Kids get to go trick-or-treating. It's Halloween. And we haven't had rain in a month. So what are the odds it's going to rain Thursday? Thursday is going to be a great day. 70% chance of rain. And a high Thursday of 76.
You know, you never know what you're going to get.
You're looking at me dumbstruck. Like, we haven't had rain since, 1973, and now the one day we don't want it to rain.
Right. Actually, it was the spring of 74.
That was the last time we got a drop of rain.
Yeah.
And now, here we are. We think everything's going to be great, and maybe it will be. There's still time for things to change, but right now it does look like we're going to see some rain on Thursday. It's 9:36 in the morning. Here is Jim Parman.
The following is a paid program.
And here's Ben Garant's theme song.
Serving Boyle County seniors, a gathering place.
Catchy.
A welcoming place for your aging parents, adults, daycare activities, and more. A home away from home, an enjoyable experience. Gatheringplace.org. Serving Boyle County seniors, a gathering place.
Amongst the annals of all-time great theme songs.
That's pretty good.
I mean, memorable theme songs. The Simpsons, Brady Bunch, Gilligan's Island is a super... Cheers, Friends, A Gathering Place, Monday morning segment on the Joe Show is in the top 5. Top 6,
easily,
maybe.
Easily.
Outside, just looking in.
Easily.
So. Ben, what's going on at A Gathering Place? You are continuing to work on projects, and you said getting, I think, something installed in the kitchen today, right?
Well, not yet. They were
Not yet,
They were doing a site survey for. We have a commercial steamer that's still coming, so they were doing a site survey on that today to make sure that all the utilities are where they need to be. And lo and behold, they are.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's good.
yeah. It's always good when things are where they're supposed to be when you're working on a construction project.
Yes.
But yeah, so the steamer should be here hopefully in the next week or so. And get that thing installed. We've got the fire suppression folks doing what they need to do on the new range hood, getting that ready for some testing to make sure that it's functioning properly. The addition of the four-season room, it is under roof.
Okay.
It is, obviously it's framed if it's under roof. And we should have the windows installed hopefully this week, and windows in the doors, and that will dry that area in so we can start on the drywall and some paint.
Okay.
And the electric work's all done and ready to go, and then some flooring. And
I feel like every week, Ben, you come in and there's
you.
some sort of massive thing has been completed on the project again.
We're getting there. I mean, man, there's a big light at the end of a short tunnel.
Yes, I love it. That light is getting bigger and bigger.
Absolutely.
Hey, you all were able to, looks like, take the adult day health care to the pumpkin patch last week.
Yeah, some of the seniors went too, and some of our volunteers.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It went great. They had a great time.
They get to have fun. You have to sit in the office and do office work, don't you?
Yes.
They get to go to the pumpkin patch while you type away on your computer.
That's right. I'm in there counting beans.
I'd rather be at the pumpkin patch, to be quite honest.
It probably would have been more fun
than doing what you were doing. Yeah.
No, they had great weather for it.
They did. Yeah, it was great. I mean, the weekend was great.
Last week was beautiful.
So I went to the pumpkin patch. Was that on Friday?
Thursday, I think.
Thursday?
Yeah.
Still looking for donations for the table sponsorships. Ben, again, remind us how the table sponsorships work at A Gathering Place.
Well, we're trying to secure some new tables for the seniors and for our new room, the four-season room. So if you are willing to donate, we've got different sponsorship levels. We've got they range from $500 all the way down to whatever you would like. So You can check out that link on our Facebook page at A Gathering Place, Danville, Boyle County. And if you are so inclined to donate, we would love to have the help with that.
Mm-hmm.
The tables that we have been there for a long time, and they're just your typical, folding tables that. Now that we've made this beautiful upgrade, they just don't look right in the facility.
You got a beautiful facility with these rinky-dink tables, so you want to make sure things look right.
Yeah, we're trying to make that look a little bit better and a little more inviting. And if you've been to the center before and you haven't been since July, you should stop by. You really should. You will be appalled at the difference.
Is appalled the right word? I feel like appalled has a negative connotation.
You will be in awe.
There you go. Like, if I say I'm appalled, that means I'm so angry.
Sheer
smoke is coming out of my ears.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be appalled by the changes, but I will enjoy the changes. It's been a while since I've been there, Ben.
Yeah, you should come by.
I'm going to.
You should bring some chicken from Lee's.
When you all, well, I don't know if I'll bring the chicken, but when you all get things complete, I'll be there.
Yeah, we're going to do some kind of big celebration. We kind of talked about doing that in November, but November is almost here. And then you start getting into people having open houses and things like that during December.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to sneeze here.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead, sneeze. I'll turn your mic off if you need to. Let me ask you this. When we talk about the tables at a gathering place, your space there is used for so much, right? Like obviously its main use is for the adult day health care and for the senior activities, but people use this space. You have not tap dance, line dancing crew that comes in, right? And you have people who host activities and reunions and things like that in the space too, correct?
Yeah, we have line dancing, Tai Chi. We're looking at trying to get yoga back and going again. I think I may have somebody that will be able to do some instruction there, so that would be great. We have bridge clubs that come in. There are a couple of groups from our deaf and hard of hearing community that use it for a gathering space or for a gathering place to have game nights and some fellowship, and so that's it's wonderful that we're able to do that for that segment of our population here. We've got we have people doing, like you said, family reunions, 100th birthday parties, all sorts of things.
I had a question. My mind went blank.
I could see that. It was right on your face. You're like, how did?
I was going to ask you. It came back to me. At the Meals on Wheels program, how are things going with that, and what are the numbers looking like this week?
So we are in the high 120s right now, and that's where we've been for a few weeks, and that's probably where we're going to stay for a little while.
What was the number pre-pandemic? I know obviously during the pandemic things changed, and
48.
48 a month or a week?
We were averaging 48 a day.
48 a day, okay.
Now you're
averaging
during the peak of the pandemic, we got up to like
163. Right? Yeah, I remember that because the parameters expanded, and you all, I think the governor had kind of issued an executive order that said if someone's hungry, feed them, basically, if they fall within that age bracket.
If they're over the age of 60, feed them.
Yeah, and so now the parameters are kind of tightening back up a little bit.
Right, they're back to the pre-pandemic rules.
But even pre-pandemic, you all are still doing almost 3 times as many as you did right now than pre-pandemic.
Yeah, so it's busy. And we are back to having a small waiting list. They're asking us to be a little more cautious when we start to add folks to it, because there's not as much funding this year for the meals program, and that's a lot of that's due to the fact that ARPA funds are no longer available and those emergency funds. So while we were able to experience a massive expansion in the number of folks that we serve, they're now telling us that we need to just be a little more, I don't want to say choosy, but we just need to make sure that we're paying attention to the budget numbers that we have. Because beforehand, they were just like, forget it, just feed them. We'll pay you. So, but that's not an issue that's unique to our center. That's across the Commonwealth.
Yeah. Obviously, the pandemic was awful, but in terms of allowing, do you think that it allowed people to understand and get more of a grasp of what you all do? I mean, like when
when
you were only doing, still 48 meals a day is a lot, but when you go from 48 to 50 meals a day to 160 meals a day, obviously people started to hear, oh, wait a minute, there's a place that can deliver us meals. We don't have to get out and risk our health, our livelihood to get out amongst people who may be sick. We can stay at home. People can deliver meals to us, and so that kind of helped. Again, the pandemic was awful, but a benefit was people understood now what you all are able to do and what you all could serve.
Right. Most of the time, pre-pandemic, we were getting some kind of referral, oftentimes from a physician or somebody, a neighbor that maybe was in the program or had a family member or whatnot in the program. And now we're getting phone calls. We have for some time now. What do I need to do to qualify? What do I need to do to get meals? And so we're kind of back to that, back to having to contact the Aging Disability Resource Center and making sure that we're filtering everything through there first. And then they kind of dictate where folks are placed on that waiting list based on their number. And if the number is high enough of a priority score, then they'll go ahead and authorize us to begin service immediately.
If you have any questions, 859-236-2070 is the phone number, 859-236-2070 for a gathering place. There you go, Ben. I clicked on the wrong thing. I wanted this to be the 15-second one. And this is going to take us to our commercial break.
It's all right.
But this is be instrumental, and they'll be singing at the end. Ben Grant with the Gathering Place. We're taking a quick break, coming back, and we got a true-false quiz for you. Okay?
Rock on. Let's do it.
That'll be coming up right after this on The Joe Show, WHIR Danville.
Serving Boyle County seniors, a gathering place.
Hometown Radio's Big Deals offer is out of this world. It's Cosmic Bowling. Experience bowling with an outer space-like atmosphere. Black lights, strobe lights, and pattern lights accent the hit music that beats over the speakers. The lights and music effects make it an out-of-the-world experience. It's all at Galaxy Bowling and Entertainment Center in Richmond. Go have a lot of family fun with our Big Deals Pizza, Pins, and Pepsi party. The party includes 2 hours of bowling, bowling shoes for up to 6 people, a large pizza, and a pitcher of soda. The retail value is up to $85. At Big Deal's online store, get the Pizza, Pins, and Pepsi party for just $49. Yes, $49. What a deal. It's a big deal out of this world. Shop and save at Big Deal's online store, hometownlive.net, hometownlive.net.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Big deals at hometownlive.net.
Mike Gay here. At Essity, we're committed to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place, starting right here in Harrodsburg and Danville. We're hiring machine operators where you'll work with cutting-edge technology to produce essential products like hand towels and tissue paper. Our wages start at $20 per hour with benefits on day one and opportunity for growth. If you're a high school grad ready to make an impact, visit ESSITY.com/careers. That's Essity.com/careers.
When it comes to your money, there's a lot to think about. Paying bills, setting a family budget, and retirement. Farmers National Bank cares about your financial well-being and is here to help. Visit the bank's website at fnbky.com to check out their financial wellness section with short videos on budgeting, saving, paying off debt, and more. You can also stop into a branch or call to ask the bank's financial professionals for advice. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey, Joe Mathis.
Yes, Radio Rick.
It's the 21st season of the Pigskin Report.
We're back Monday evenings from 6 o'clock until 7 with interviews with the head football coaches from Danville, Boyle County, Mercer County, Garrett County, Lincoln County, Center College head football coach Andy Fry, and UK head coach Mark Stoops.
We'll broadcast live from the Harrodsburg Dairy Queen.
The DQ of Harrodsburg Pigskin Report, Mondays from 6 o'clock until 7 on 103.9 FM WHIR, 99.5 FM WHBN, and hometownlive.net.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
Well, I forgot to.
That's all right. This is the substandard cover.
Yeah, this is the Kid Rock cover. Werewolves of London
Warren Zevon.
Warren Zevon. I can't remember who did it. Warren Zevon. This one I wanted to play.
Serving Boyle County seniors.
See, they come and sing it, and this would be, we're back with Ben Garant.
There you go.
A gathering place. All right, Ben, we had a little true-false action for you this
right.
morning. You
Lay it on me.
Let me put on my binoculars here. I can't see that far, even with the binoculars
130 for 145.
130 for 145.
That's pretty good.
That is very
honestly.
good.
That's pretty good.
That is very good. You're knocking it out of the park, and this is a bonus Monday, so you have a chance to go. If we give you 7 questions, whatever, you have a chance to go 8 for 7 today. The mathematically impossible becomes possible.
It's either a bonus question or a fact.
Yeah. So here we go. Let's do a little true-false.
Now, while you're doing your terrible true-false dance, it looks like we have
or false.
Just a handful of Mondays left before we got to do something new.
I can't remember all of the dances that I've done.
That sounds like a personal problem.
I remember.
That's a Joe problem, not a Ben problem.
I remember I did something like the shoulder shrug.
Yeah.
And I think flossed. Flossing was the first year because it's true floss, remember?
Yeah.
So now, and then this, I'm doing the wiggly arm this year.
Yeah.
So I've got to come up with a different dance, and I only have 3 dances in my repertoire, and I've used them all. So I'll have to go.
You're going to have to learn the stanky leg.
Okay, I know the stanky leg. Maybe I'll do the stanky leg for our true false.
I don't really know what
but
that
people
is.
Can't see that on camera. Stanky leg is where you do that. See, like I'm doing it, and people. So it's got to be something. It's got to be.
We're going to have to relocate the camera.
It's got to be torso and up.
Oh, okay.
Sort of dance. All right, Ben. Here we go. True or false?
Okay, number 1.
Let me load the questions up here.
Yeah, you probably should have done that already.
I should have, but I got caught up talking about my dancing. All right, true or false? Once a world capital for cocaine trafficking, Cali, Colombia actually bills itself as the salsa capital of the world. True or false?
As in the salsa dance, or as in the chips and salsa?
As in the salsa dance.
What's the city?
Cali, Colombia. I assume it's pronounced Cali, C-A-L-I. Cali.
I mean, I know Bogota.
I don't know what that is.
Bogota, Colombia.
Okay.
I'm going to say that that's true.
You're going true? That Cali, Colombia bills itself as the salsa capital of the world?
Yeah.
Very specific. It is specific for a reason, because it is indeed true. Again, it's the dancing salsa, not the chip-dipping salsa. Cali, or a Caleno style of salsa dancing, is a dance that features acrobatic moves and complicated footwork requiring great skill. So they have a type of dance named after them.
Learn that.
You're 1 for 1.
That could be your new dance.
The Cali Salsa.
That's right.
Debuting in January of 2025.
We could get Radio Rick in here. He could be your on your dance card.
Question number 2.
Number 2.
Google's unofficial motto: don't be evil. True or false?
Google's unofficial
Their
motto?
unofficial motto is don't be evil.
So there's a bit of an oxymoron. Like, anything that you say would be an unofficial motto.
Yeah, that is true. But this is actually
true.
You're going true. Okay. I was going to say, I'm not really sure how to proceed with telling you that this is unofficial, because if I say that, then it would make it true. But you got it right anyway. It is point number 6 on Google's 10-point corporate philosophy that states you can make money without doing evil. So money isn't the root of all evil, I guess, for them. You can do it. You can have money without being evil. So don't be evil, basically.
I'm trying to think of an unofficial slogan for us. I don't know.
For this segment?
No, for a gathering place.
Oh, I thought you were don't be like us. But you mean for a gathering place.
The Joe Show. Don't listen.
We will make you dumber.
Indeed.
All right. Question number 3.
You will lose brain cells. We award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
In Lucerne, Switzerland.
My favorite city in Switzerland.
Everybody loves Lucerne.
Who doesn't?
It's considered a treat to have an evil clown stalk kids and smash cake in their face.
That's true.
You talk about getting specific.
That's
it's
true.
Not like it's considered like a blessing, a treat to have that happen.
That's true.
Absolutely correct.
Now, me, I would probably turn around and swing on the clown because I've got a healthy fear of clowns and spiders in the IRS.
Dominic DeVille has created a successful business in which he stalks young victims for a week. It's not even like a 2-hour thing. Like, hey,
Sounds
we'll
like
put you on the calendar from 4 to 6. No, we got to block off a whole week to
Sounds like
stalk
an episode
you.
of Dateline.
He sends chilling text messages. He makes prank phone calls and leaves nasty surprises in mailboxes.
I feel like Keith Morrison needs to be narrating this segment.
He even posts
Little
notes.
did they know.
He even posts notes warning the children that they're being watched, telling them that they will be attacked.
There was a reason this clown was painting his face.
If the boy or girl manages to avoid the hit, they are given the cake as a birthday present. If the clown doesn't...
So now you got to be, like, looking over your shoulder and shifty?
You're in the middle of algebra class.
Yeah.
Like, when is Dominic DeVille going to get me?
Yeah.
I don't think he's in the class, so I'm good. You can't even, like, walk home from school without
creepy.
the clown.
That's really creepy.
But it's something they do in Switzerland.
I think that was the Stephen King book. It was called It.
Yeah, Pennywise is the clown's name.
Yeah.
All right, you're 3 for 3. Question number 4.
Number 4.
Executives work an average of 57 hours a week, but just 22% say their hours are a major cause of stress. So basically, executives are working a ton, but they don't get stressed out by their work. True or false?
Man, that is so broad because that could be very industry specific.
Yeah. Well, the numbers are 57 hours a week on average, but just 22% of those surveyed say their hours are a major cause of stress.
That's probably true.
True or false? You're going true? That is absolutely correct, Ben. You are 4 for 4. Question number 5. The king crab cannot walk diagonally.
I think that's true.
True or false?
I believe that's true.
You're going true. That is incorrect, man. The king crab does walk diagonally.
Huh. Who knew? Not me.
Yeah, obviously not me. You are 4 for 5. Question number 6. The hypodermic needle was invented in 1853. True or false? You think it's been around that long? 130 years? 131 years.
I mean, it's not. I don't think that's unreasonable.
121 years.
I'm trying to think, like, when they discovered the medicinal uses for penicillin and things like that. I'm going to say that may be late, but I'm going to say true.
Absolutely correct, Ben. Yeah, it was initially used for giving injections of morphine as a painkiller. Physicians mistakenly believed that morphine would not be addictive if it bypassed the digestive tract, like if it went straight to the blood. Misfired on that prediction, didn't they?
Swing and a miss.
And question number 7, for you to go 6 for 7 with, of course, the bonus lurking. Species of coffee trees can grow as tall as 32 feet, and their leaves can range in color from purple to yellow.
I mean, there's so many different kinds of coffee. I mean, true?
You're going true? That is
just a
correct,
guess, yeah.
Ben. Yes, green is the predominant color of leaf on coffee trees. However, they can grow pretty tall and get all kinds of different colored leaves. Ben, you're 6 for 7, but a chance to make it up. Extra credit, bonus points.
Okay, so give me 3 topics.
All right. Coffee is one topic.
Okay.
Okay. Drugs are another topic, as in pharmaceutical drugs, not hardcore drugs, since we talked about hypodermic needles.
You did talk about morphine.
Morphine, yeah.
Which is an opioid.
Okay. And then number 3, the third topic is, we talk about cocaine, too, so that's another drug. So maybe we should make it recreational and pharmaceutical. Number 3, clowns. So there you go. Coffee, clowns, and cocaine. One's 3 favorite C words.
A coked out clown not high on smack. That would be terrifying.
What do you got for us?
Okay.
Either one of those 3 topics. Or carnivals, clowns, they're broad, right? Like, if you want to go about carnivals, the Ringling Brothers, clowns.
So, are you familiar with Cocaine Bear?
Yeah. I know, yeah. It's a guy dropped drugs from a plane and a bear got a hold of it.
I think he ate 7.5 pounds of cocaine. And
died of an overdose.
And his heart exploded.
Yeah.
And of course, they made the movie about it, and the movie was absolutely fictionalized and sensationalized.
Yes, yeah.
But it is true, and you can visit Cocaine Bear in Lexington. And I think it's either at the Kentucky for Kentucky shop. So you can actually go see the real Cocaine Bear who has been taxidermied and is wearing a blue UK cowboyish type hat.
How did that shop get Cocaine Bear? This legendary story, and it ends up at the Kentucky Fried Kentucky shop?
I have no idea. No, but do I get my points for that?
I guess I have to verify. I need to verify where is Cocaine Bear now. Where is the real Cocaine Bear? Let me Google it.
It's either at Kentucky for Kentucky or
Lexington, Kentucky. The Kentucky for Kentucky Fun Mall in Lexington. She remains there to this day.
There you go.
With a
Is it wearing a hat?
UK hat.
Yep.
So, Ben, you get the bonus 7 for 7.
All right.
For Ben Garant today.
Woo-hoo.
Speaking of Kentucky Sports Radio's coming up. Next is 10 o'clock in the morning. Here's Top Hour News.